Welcome back out to the Golden Bears Sports Network. Don Malanga here, joined with Coach Collins as we are at Golden Bears Stadium for this beautiful day and the Lady Bears' first playoff soccer game.
Yep, they're going to be lining up against the Kenton Wildcats today at home. Nice day, a little colder temperatures, but looks to be a great day for soccer.
Yeah, it's the Oberlin-Turnbull. It's a great day to be here. It's a little bit brisk out, but you're starting to feel that fall weather, that soccer weather. That I love to play on, and on this beautiful turf, on this beautiful field, that it's going to be a great game, and against two pretty good opponents to match up in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, fairly evenly matched. Both teams, came back this season. Good recovery from last year. Obviously, Coach McQuillan had to rebuild a team as a new head coach, rebuild a team with losing as many seniors as she did, and good seniors at that. So she's done a nice job this season, kind of setting the tone. Setting the team up how she wants them to play, and obviously towards the end of the season we saw that come to fruition.
Yep, and we're looking at the two records between the Lady Bears and the Wildcats. The Wildcats ended up 6-10-1, 2-7 in the WBL, and the Golden Bears ended up 8-6-1, 3-1-1 in the NWAL. So the Lady Bears have a bit of an edge there on the record, but the WBL is still a pretty tough league, as well as the NWAL is. So these teams should be pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, very tough. And then the other tough thing about this, with all the district change and the divisional changes, you're seeing a lot of teams that you're not familiar with in the season, or they're playing against other teams that you're not familiar with. So it's difficult to kind of scout and prep for these games. And next as the years go by, you'll be able to adjust your schedule and get it sorted out. But at this current time, I don't know when the last time these teams played against each other, but it should be good for a good matchup.
Yes, it should. We're going to take a real quick break. It's been the Oberlin-Turnbull countdown to kickoff. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. We're going to take this time out and come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Nobody likes an awkward silence. You can actually use it for something good.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back out to the Golden Bear Sports Network. Today's game is brought to you by the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, and Veteran Services of Williams County. Thank you to all your guys for our continued support. So like you said earlier, Coach Collins, these teams haven't seen each other in a while. And we looked, and it's at least 15 years since the last time they played. So.
Yeah, as the data says, it only goes back so far, and as 15 years back, and they have not played each other. So no real definite answer on when they last played, which makes, for some exciting playoff soccer when you don't know the matchup, and you're basically putting your strengths up against their strengths, since you can only do so much planning.
Yeah, and obviously they probably have some shared opponents, but you can't really do much with that. You can look at the schedules, but that doesn't really help you out until you see them face to face.
Yeah, it's tough as well when you're looking at film and going through. You can scout, you can strategize, but there's so many different variables: pitch width, pitch length, type of grass surface, whether it's turf, and then on top of that, you also struggle with the different opponents that they're playing. That's not how you're going to line up.
Exactly. So let's meet Kenton here. So looking at Kenton, like we said, they're 6-10-1, 2-7 in the WBL. Their head coach is Toby Brown. This is his second year, and he's 7-26-2 as a coach for the Kenton Wildcats.
Last year, the Wildcats allowed 97 goals, so obviously a pretty tough year. And as we said, they've really bounced back. Last year, only having one win, letting out 97 goals, and then this season only allowing 44. That's quite a good transition just in 1 year.
Yeah, and sometimes it's real tough being a first-year head coach, and it seems like he started to turn the tide around for this team. And then their senior, Kinsey Sprang, she's third-team WBL. She has 8 goals, 9 assists on the season. She leads the team in all stats, so that's going to be our player to watch today for the Kenton Wildcats. Now let's take a look at Kenton's last 5 games. They played at Crestview, and they won 3-0. They played Shawnee, lost 6-0. At Ada, lost 2-1. Went to Van Wert and won 13-0. And then played St. Mary's and lost 3-1. Now we'll take a look at Bryan. So Bryan this year, like we said, was 8-6-1, 3-1-1 in the NWAL. They have their first-year head coach, Danielle McQuillan.
Bryan defeated Delta 1-0 on senior night last Thursday in a very exciting game that we called together. Beautiful Thursday night at Rec Park, and that's a perfect way to kind of build up into the postseason.
Yeah, and they got 2 very strong players in the attack, Ava Zimmerman, Piper Hanna. They lead the team in scoring, and then they have their goalkeeper, Miley Vollmer, who won Goalkeeper of the Year last year, and she's averaging 11.3 saves per game. So they have a lot of strengths all around the pitch, and we'll take a look at their last 5 games. And you can see they're 3-2 in the last 5, but they're 3 of 3 in their last 3. So this is something to take forward, or that Bryan has been taking a couple steps to, is their tournament, as they won 5-0 at Continental, 1-0 at Delta, 3-2 against Defiance, but they lost 4-1 at Bath and 2-0 at Archbold. So they're starting to get hot right when it's important to get hot, like you always say. You want to peak right before the playoffs.
Just what I was going to say, exactly right. And, Coach McQuillan's been around us for a long time, and that was always something you work for. It's a short season. Realistically, I know it starts in the summer, but when you really get everyone together, it's a short season. And when you can allow that build-up and that practice and you really start peaking at the end of the season, you've got the players where you want them to. They're playing in the systems that you want them to. And on top of that, the chemistry. And you can see Coach McQuillan and the Lady Bears have done a great job with that.
Yeah, we're going to skip this break, and we're going straight to the keys to the game. Keys to the game, the Carlin Company and Radiator and Auctioneers has been your hometown real estate agent for over 45 years. They've consistently remained #1 in Williams County and in the surrounding area since 2007. Calls for all your real estate needs. First, we're going to take a look for the keys to the game for the Kenton Wildcats.
All right, looks like keys to the game. They want to play their style of football, which is get in front of the ball. They also want to be the first to the ball for 50-50s, which is obviously a huge tactic you want to make. If you're winning those 50-50s, you're going to be able to win possession back quickly, take advantage of those opportunities, and then make the most out of our chances. So obviously, we looked at their score lines. They've had some close games, some games they fell off. But with that, they had that one game they put 13 goals in the back of the net. So with that, they're going to want to finish their chances, create chances, and finish them.
Yeah, and now let's take a look at the keys to the game for the Lady Bears. All right, so the keys to the game for the Lady Bears, they want to capitalize on corners and crosses, especially on that first touch. That's something that they seem to do a really good job of in the game that we called, was getting the ball to a corner, putting a cross in, but they didn't really finish any of those opportunities, so that's going to be a goal for them today, is to finish those. They also want to create through balls and quick attacks to score. Obviously, that seems to be what they want to do to score the ball. And possession and passing to feet, use the turf to our advantage. We get the opportunity to use this turf, practice on this turf. They were out on this turf yesterday, so their ability to pass and use the turf that Kenton may not be used to may be a little bit of an advantage for them. All right, now we're going to get our game official sponsored by Tri-State Vision Center. Tri-State Vision Center has been serving the area since 1977. Contact us at either our Bryan or Montpelier offices for all of your eye care needs. Tonight's officials are Gilbert Berge and Connor Wise. And like you said, these guys have been around for a while, and they're both really good at their jobs.
Yeah, definitely. I know. Well, I've coached against Connor. I've known Connor, and very good athletic referee, which is nice to see. He's going to be moving. And then Gilbert has done a good job. He's obviously been around the game for a while. He knows the game quite well, and hopefully these officials can make it a good, clean contest and keep their calls consistent.
Yeah, we're going to take a real quick 30-second break, and then we'll be back. This has been the Oberlin-Turnbull Countdown to Kickoff. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back out to the Golden Bear Sports Network. Don Malanga, Coach Collins here on the call. We're going to get our starting lineups here, sponsored by Debbie's Dairy Freeze. Serving you ice cream, soups, and sandwiches and more. Victory tastes sweeter with Debbie's. Call ahead with your order at 419-636-5606. First, we're going to pull up the starting lineup for the Kenton Wildcats.
All right, so in goal, Ruby Steyer. At left back, Chloe Hattery. Center back, Marley Gammon. Center back, Addie Howdenshield. And right back, Abby Schmelzer. Playing as a holding midfielder, Mia Musser. And then in the attacking midfield, Addison Bridenstine on the right-hand side. Kinsey Sprang in the middle. And Emma Haugen-Dobler on the left wing. Up front, they're going with two up front in Ellie Minter and Reese McInnes.
And for the Lady Bears, Miley Vollmer in goal, Bree Winsler right back, Avriana Fisher center back, Gabby Mossberg center back, Bree Richmond left back. They're going to have Macy Burton playing that defensive mid like we saw with that 4-1-4-1. Josie Arnold on the left midfield, Ava Zimmerman central midfielder, Amaya Langham central midfielder, Emma Slagle right midfielder, and Piper Hanna up top at the striker. We're going to let it go down to the PA announcer for the lineups and the national anthem. Tonight's national anthem is sponsored by Veteran Services of Williams County.
A junior, Miley Balmer. Head coach, Danielle McQuillan. Assistant coach, Delaney Valderas. Ladies and gentlemen, America is a land of the free and the home of the brave. That freedom has been afforded to us by the dedication and sacrifice of brave servicemen and women currently deployed throughout our communities around the world, and many others who have come before us. To thank these extraordinary men and women and to honor our great nation, would you please rise and join in the singing of the national anthem.
National anthem has been sung. Ladies are getting to their huddles right now, and it's about time for kickoff here.
Yeah, this is always funny because I'm on the other side. I always wonder, how serious are you guys talking? Are you making jokes? What's going on in that pregame huddle?
Honestly, it depends on the game, how we're feeling that day. obviously there's games where we got to say stuff, but other times it's saying the stuff that we can say when Coach Collins isn't around. So honestly, it just depends on sometimes, like as the captain, trying to see what the mood is like, see if we need to lighten it up a little bit, or see if we need to focus in, we need to win this game. So I'm sure with playoffs it's going to be a little bit more serious, but also you don't want to be too serious. You still kind of want to let it loose, have a little bit of fun, and that's probably what they're doing there.
Yeah, be comfortable. Be comfortable, be confident.
It looks like Kenton ended up getting the kickoff for the first half.
Yep, kickoff, stay in their own sides. There isn't really a bad half at this, this field.
Yeah, there's no curves. I mean, the sun normally gets blocked by the press box anyway, so you're going to have it in your eyes. A 6 o'clock kickoff, it's going to happen. And we're underway out here at Golden Bear Stadium. Ken's going to drop the ball back and play it long, but Mossberg does a good job to settle it. She'll get it up to Langham.
So long ball to start. They had three girls out left looking to get that, and that ball just was handled really well by the center back, played back into the midfield.
We can see it again as Slagle plays it to Hannah. That Hannah's going to be that
good
target.
Cross.
Burton's going to do a good step there, but just gets past her. Mossberg does a good job, and she'll play it out wide there to Winsler. Winsler fighting Slagle. Slagle pressured. She'll give the ball up.
That's a good step there from Avery Ann Fisher. Playing center back this game. I think she played a little bit more attacking in the last game.
Yeah, she's one of those players that they can kind of use all over the pitch as Kenton kicks it out for a Bryan throw-in. But, yeah, she's one of those players that she can kind of be used all over. And Coach McQuillan seems to want to use her at the defense today.
Yeah, I think that's a great thing for a coach, especially at McQuillan's level. That's a good ball through.
Great play there by Macy Burton. She tries to find Slagle on the wing. Slagle tries to take 2 on. Good step there by Chloe Hatterty. Burton with the ball again on her feet, driving to the corner. She tries to play across in. Finds Hannah's feet. And she hits it off the volley straight to Ruby Steyer's arms.
Well, there's one of the keys, right? Put a cross in, get that first touch on it. They've done it right there, a minute and a half in.
Yeah, and that's something they did great against Delta, was finding that cross and did a good job by Piper Hannah of connecting on that.
Good composure from the left back.
I think that's Amaya Langham with the ball at her feet. She finds Richmond again. Richmond will find Zimmerman there.
Some nice passing and spacing here from the Lady Bears early.
Great through ball there by Zimmerman to find Arnold. Arnold can't quite keep with it. And Abby Schmelzer does a good job to get that away for a Lady Bears throw-in. Zimmerman takes the throw. She'll find Arnold back to Zimmerman, just out of bounds.
Look at the Kenton drops really, really deep, and Macy's doing a nice job finding that pocket of space as the holding midfielder, being available as an outlet.
Zimmerman tries to find Hannah. Can't quite get to her. Kenton will get the ball, but nobody really up in front.
No, it looks like Bryan, they put together a few passes, possessed the ball well, and were able to back Kenton up.
And like McQuillan said, she really wants to use this turf today to their advantage, and they seem to be passing really well so far on it. Mossberg will settle it down. She'll play it out wide there to Winsler.
Oh, that's good. That's good play from the defense.
She's going to find Piper Hannah. She's through on goal. She was on. Touch and a shot at the keeper. Bobbles it, and she falls on top of it. It's the second shot on goal for Piper Hannah.
Good ball through. What a quick transition that was as well from Gabby out wide, back inside, ball over the top, and that's a good good play. I bet Piper's going to want that one back, be a bit more composed, but it's early.
Yes. Ball's played through, and that'll get out of bounds.
Yeah, you're right though. Kenton does not really have anybody in the final third. If they're going to send these balls through and chase them down quickly, you want to have a press going. You want to have someone pushing onto that run or onto that ball. And Bryan's pretty comfortable at the defensive in their own defensive third at winning the ball, bringing it down, and not just kicking it.
Yeah, and what that's doing is it's giving the Lady Bears time to pass through the back and look for Macy Burton to check in as we get, I think that's Reese McInnes driving forward. And she'll play a ball into the box, and Miley Vollmer will scoop that up, get a little bit of a shoulder there.
Yeah, the other thing that is interesting to see how the defense sets up. Look at how deep Gabby drops off. Look at how deep Gabby drops off to allow for a pass or just to cover a ball if, a defender does miss it.
Ooh, a little bit of a high kick there. Hannah does a good job to keep composed and to keep the ball at her feet. She plays the ball out to Winsler. Winsler's going to look for a long ball. Tries to find Slagle there, can't get to her. Burton will be there in the midfield to scoop it up.
Yeah, Macy keeping some nice positioning there, trying to change the point of the attack. She's tackled well.
Long ball here. Lady Bears do a good job. That's Fisher to get rid of it. Winsler will play it back to Fisher. Sorry, Richmond to Fisher, back to Richmond.
Tell you what, I've been very impressed with the left and right backs for Bryan, 2 freshmen. They've really stepped up and they've grown throughout the season, but just their composure on the ball has been really good.
And it's a big ask at the left and right back because they have to do so much, especially with the way that McQuillan likes them to play. She wants them to push up. She wants them to hold possession. As Zimmerman gets a good touch forward, she's going to look to swing. She has 2 people in the box. Cuts it back.
Yep, there
Plays
you go.
it back to Arnold. Arnold is going to look for a cross in. Puts a
It's a
shot on
dangerous
goal.
ball.
And the keeper will get it.
Probably one of those shot cross mix.
Yeah. I'm sure Josie's going to say that was a cross, but you never really know. But just putting a ball in a dangerous spot there, the goalkeeper does a great job to save that.
Yeah, and Bryan forwards pressing as well. So, if that ball bobbles out, Bryan forwards are pressing on it quite well.
Yeah, and she bobbled that first one, so that's a great job by the Lady Bears to know, hey, we got to press the box, and hopefully we can get one if she drops it. Arnold doing a good job here of trying to press her in. And she'll dispossess her.
That's good. That's good defending.
She'll play Burton to the drop. Burton will play a ball to Zimmerman to her feet. Zimmerman will play the ball in. Shot on goal. Easy save there for the keeper. Ball's punted up. Straight to her teammate.
So far, first 5 minutes, you're seeing some good passing, good combination play from the Lady Bears. Good spacing, good positional awareness as well. Left back, right back's very comfortable on the ball. With Kenton, they're kind of dropping back and just clearing the ball. They're just clearing it, and as I said earlier, that's okay. That's okay to do, but isn't necessarily sustainable throughout the entire course of a match.
Yeah, and you tend to see it a little bit more in tournament. A lot of these teams just try to drop back and defend against a team that they know might be a little bit more. They might outmatch them a little bit. They think, hey, we drop back and we can get this to a PK shootout. You never know what happens. We might be able to get a lucky goal. So you'll tend to see that with some of these tournament games with these lower seeds. They tend to just play a little bit more defensive-minded, trying to just not let them score because they might get something lucky later on in the game.
Yep. Yeah, sit back, defend, and, normally that's against, a team that you are extremely outmatched. So if, it's the 1 versus 8 seed or something along those lines, because you never know what can happen if you get to extra time or if you're able to score one, park the bus, defend as much as you can.
Kenton will have the ball in the midfield here. Ava Zimmerman defending. Plays the ball out wide. Some touches, but it looks like it'll be Bryan's throw.
Yeah, it looks like Bryan's got them covered almost every position. The press is working really well. Got them covered. No real outlet for Kenton to get out. And also a little bit of slow play from Kenton. And, maybe if they move the ball a little bit quicker, they could maybe break through the Bryan press.
Yeah, seem to be playing a little bit of a slow pace right now. We'll see if that can pick up as the game goes on. Good headed flick on there by Piper Hannah. Goalkeeper will call it off. And a good collection there.
Yeah, the keeper is going to be busy if this keeps up and Kenton doesn't get some possession.
Just another great ball there by Macy Burton. Piper is going to be offside, though. Good vision there. Just didn't delay her run enough.
Yeah, good ball. That's the thing, those through balls, if they're not on the ground and they're pretty direct at the keeper, they're just going to roll to a keeper. Piper is playing off that last defender quite well, riding that line in between the center backs and looking for those through ball options. And all you see Macy drop the shoulder, cut inside, and there's those opportunities for those through balls. And with the 2 up front, with Ava on the left and Piper on the right, you've got pace, you've got good technical ability, good touch. That's a good run from the winger. Just can't keep it in.
Yeah, good look there by Mossberg. I think that, or is that might be Boffman now. I think it's Boffman that was got subbed in there for Slagle. So Boffman checks into the game at that right midfield. And she'll play up to Hannah. Hannah gets a little bit of pressure. Bryan throw.
cross again, but no one really in the box. They're playing both forwards playing back to goal, cross kind of to nobody there.
Another easy pickup there for the goalkeeper. She'll punt the ball, kind of gets through a couple Bryan defenders. Burton doing a great job physically to win that ball. Winslow will play that ball to Boffman. Boffman plays it up to Hannah. Hannah's got a ball shot on goal. She tries to play across there, and a good job by the keeper. Get a hands on it.
Piper is riding that line about as thin as she can.
Yeah.
She's constantly playing off that last defender, and I saw a little bit of hesitancy from the ref there, whether to call it offsides or not. So you'll take it, but at the same time, Piper's got so much speed. She maybe doesn't need to have to play that tight on the last defender. She can lay off it a little bit and then time the run. Obviously, with the ball being played at the right time as well.
Yeah, and you're gonna see that a lot as Hannah, like Coach said, she's gonna sit there last man and hopefully get a lot of those through balls. That's what they looked for a lot, and that's how they scored one of their goals against Delta. Their only goal against Delta was by playing a through ball to Hannah there.
Oh, that's good play.
Yeah,
right in the middle. Macy's continues to make that run. Nice pass and move. Piper's available.
Great ball there by Burton, and a good save there to come out and get that.
That was a good save. Unfortunately, Piper just couldn't bring that into her touch well. And then, as I say, on turf, that ball's just going to roll. But that is a really good, some inner passing in the middle and then opening up, and a good run from Piper Hannah again.
Punt goes out of bounds. It'll be another Lady Bears throw-in. Big throw. Zimmerman's going to press that. Get kicked out of bounds there by Schmelzer. And it'll be another Lady Bears throw.
Yeah, we've seen about 10 minutes of some good attacking play from the Lady Bears, making some good connections in the midfield and looking for those through balls. They've had four probably decent chances now. Probably starting to get to that stage where you want to keep pushing, but you want to get one in the back of the net to build that confidence. Because as we were talking about in tournament play, if you're comfortable defending, which Kenton looks like they are, they're playing 2 banks of 4, and then just two attacking outlets, makes it very, very difficult for the Lady Bears. And if this continues, you start to get in that headspace of we need to try something different when you really don't.
Mm-hmm. And the winner of this game does have to play Ottawa-Glandorf, the number 1 seed in this district. So it would be nice for whoever to just get some goals in the back of the net so they can get some confidence going into that game.
Yeah, so we'll see Kenton on the attack.
Good job there. I think that was Bree again with a good little kick out of bounds.
Yeah, Bree Winsler.
They'll get it. They'll try to find Hagendobler, and she'll get fouled.
Yeah, Boffman maybe just a little bit too handsy on that one, getting a little bit too close. And that's the thing when the midfielder's back to goal. There's no real need to do that. You're already forcing them back, so there's no real need to make a foul there. Now they can get a set piece, set themselves up.
That was Sprang, who their coach highlighted at the start of the game. Plays a ball in. Good job by Mossberg to deal with that.
Good one, too. Another good one, too.
She's got some numbers up front. She's going to play a through ball. Tried to find Zimmerman, I think. Wasn't able to get it.
A bit too direct, but some miscommunication at the back.
Steyer does a good job to just get that out, clear it, reset play there.
Oh, that's a good ball out.
Yeah, Burton does a great job of finding Arnold there. Arnold's going to play a through ball to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's going to get a touch and just a little bit too much on that, and it'll go out of bounds for a goal kick.
Yeah, just a little bit heavy there on the touch, but you can see the movement is they're doing the exact right movement, comfortable passing in the midfield, and then good movement from the forwards. And that final pass, final touch hasn't been there yet. But if that continues and the chances continue to mount up, and you get the one in the back of the net, this could get difficult.
Steyer's goal kick goes straight to the midfield there. As Bryan wins it, they try to play a ball back, just kicks it out of bounds for another goal kick.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly what I was talking about. You're doing everything right. You haven't scored yet. Start settling for chances 30, about 20, 25 yards out. You don't really need that. You know what I mean? They just need to continue playing the way they were playing. They were creating good chances. There's no point just taking, kind of wasteful shots there.
It's kind of like what we saw at Delta. As Zimmerman's going to chase this ball down, she's going to play a ball across, and a good save there by the goalkeeper. As Zimmerman puts a good cross in, and Piper Hannah was there back post waiting for it. Keeper's punt will find Boffman there. Boffman fights for the ball. Kenton midfielder tries to play it up there.
Oh, Gabby got caught on that.
And Minter's going to have the ball on her feet. She's going to play it to McNiss.
Good coverage there from Avery Ann Fisher and Gabby. Gabby stepped up, lost the ball, but Avery Ann Fisher did a great job recognizing the potential danger, dropped back, made it difficult to get that ball through.
Yeah, good defensive work here by the Lady Bears early. It's going to be a Kenton throw-in.
Starting to see a couple spells of attack now for Kenton.
Yep, there seems like it's starting to warm up a little bit as there's a high kick, no call. Ken's going to try to take a shot. Ballmer's going to do a good job, and she's going to let that go out of bounds for a goal kick.
Looks like they've called a corner on that.
Oh, they're going to say got
must have had a deflection then.
Yep. Ballmer must not have seen that. She looked pretty certain that it was going out of bounds.
Yeah, shielding it out.
Yep. See if I can get a number for Kenton here taking a corner.
You're not going to get it from me.
I think it might be Minter here taking the corner. She's going to try to whip it in.
Oh, that's in a dangerous area.
Good
Bryan
clearance
does well.
there by Mossberg. And she's going to find Hannah up on the wing. Hannah's got
just got caught on it, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was a great read there by Mossberg, though, to win that ball in the air. Hagendobler going to try to play the ball through. Can't quite get there. Now she'll take a throw. She's going to try to find Minter. She's going to get it to Sprang here in the midfield. Sprang tries to play the ball through. Can't quite get there. Minter with the ball at her feet. And a good clearance there, I think, by Bree again. And now we see Slagle's sub back into the game. She plays the ball to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's going to look for Hannah. Threw ball there to Hannah. Hannah's got the ball at the wing. She has nobody there in the midfield and a little bit of physical play. And it's going to make Hannah take the ball out of bounds for a Kenton goal kick.
Some good defending, put a challenge on. Good defending, put a challenge on. One of those, maybe Piper could have gone down, took the contact, tried to keep the ball in, and good recovery there from Kenton.
Yeah, it was good transition play into the counterattack, but the issue was Piper ran quick, but nobody else seemed to get in the box, so she didn't have much pass to get to because of how quick they countered. And she tried to hold the ball up, but just couldn't quite get it. Going to be another throw in here for the Lady Bears. It looks like Slagle subbed into the central midfield with Langham. I think she might have subbed in. I think Burton subbed out. And Namaya is now playing that defensive midfield role.
Yep, so starting to see some substitutions from Coach McQuillan. Probably got some tired legs. There was a lot of attack there in those first 20 minutes, 17 minutes. There was a lot of attack. So now you've got some of the players who haven't started, and they've got to now come into this game, get the match pace. That takes time. And some good composure from
Richmond there.
Bree Richmond. She got caught on a tackle there.
But the ref's going to play advantage as Bryan's going to get an attack. Arnold tries to find Hannah, can't get it, but a good press there by Slagle. Richmond limping a little bit. We'll see if she's okay.
Yeah, she got caught on the follow-through there, trying to clear the ball up.
She'll do a good job getting to that ball, though. Hits it off the Kenton defender or attacker and gets the Bryan throw. That's great play there by her.
Very good play.
I'll tell you what, these freshman Brees at left and right back are doing a lot. Looks like Winsler will sub out of the game. Richmond will go. Oh no, they're going.
No, I think they're just swapping sides. Or is Bree drop? Yeah, it looks like they're just swapping sides and. Maybe just try to get Bree Richmond some recovery there. There's a lot going on that right-hand side, and number 17 just subbing out. That'll be Reese McInnes. She was putting in some hard challenges there, making it difficult for Bree Richmond.
Arnold does a good job to just get that out of trouble.
Piper's dropped back well. Gain possession. Let the play build up. Slow it down. Let the play build up. That's good.
She's going to play the ball through to Ava Zimmerman. A great ball. Just a little bit too much there as Addie Hossenshield.
Oh, she keeps going, though.
And a good job there by Zimmerman to put some pressure on Hossenshield and get a shot. Unfortunately, just a really tough angle for that shot.
Yeah, it looks like Bree Richmond now is going to get subbed out. Took a few hard tackles there, so just got a bit of a rest.
Yeah, so Burton's going to come into the midfield again, or she's going to drop back to center back, and they're going to move Fisher out wide to right back. So like we had said at Delta, Burton her ability to play almost every
Piper's
possession.
got it again. Is she going to have a shot?
Piper's going to have a shot. Put it on the keeper. Keeper bobbles, but a good job to collect it there. That was a good shot there by Hannah. Makes the keeper jump up high for it, but unfortunately she comes down with it.
Bryan's done a nice job at taking shots, but with that, the forwards following up, they're following up really, really well. So, and credit to this keeper. She's done a nice job at holding on to those, keeping them close. But all it takes is one mishandle or a bad parry, and the Lady Bears are on it.
Yeah, especially as this turns more into a night game, the grass gets a little bit, or the turf gets a little dewy. We're going to see a little bit more of a slippery ball, like we saw at that Delta game. This goalkeeper, she's pretty good. She has 482 career saves, and she already has 7 tonight. So a good job by her. And it's going to be tough. I know McQuillan had said something about how their goalkeeper is pretty strong there.
Yeah, definitely. She's keeping them in this game in these first 20 minutes. Oh, it's an opportunity. Can it just not the right way to pass there. Good idea, good movement.
Yeah, it was the right idea. Just unfortunately, with how far to the right Piper was, she wasn't able to get over to the left there.
Tell you what, though, Piper's been moving. I don't know how many steps that is, but she has been moving. She's been all over the pitch, making good attacking runs.
Ought to wear her mom's Fitbit. Get her some more steps. They're going to call a foul on the Lady Bears. They're on, I think that's Winsler.
Yeah, it was. That's a tough one. I can see the ref calling it, but that's a bit of a tough one.
Sprang's going to take a quick ball or a quick kick.
Oh,
Vollmer bobbles
drops it.
And it rolls into the net, but they're going to say it went in. I didn't know if they're going to call a foul, but
no, it looks like they're not. So, Bryan had all of that attack for the first 20 minutes of the half. Maybe a little bit of a questionable call there, but little bobble from Molly Vollmer, and Kenton are now 1-0 ahead.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate. That's a tough ball to read with the way it's diving down, and Vollmer just unfortunately couldn't keep onto it. But that was a good job by Minter to follow that shot and tap it in.
It was. Now, if you're Coach McQuillan, you don't want to change too much. You can see she's a little bit frustrated with the call, frustrated with the result of the set piece. But this is tournament soccer, so you've got to be ready. You got to be able to react and get back to your game plan, get the composure back.
Now you can see that Kenton's now playing with a little bit more pep in their step as they're kind of more and more motivated by their goal. But what Bryan needs to do is just kind of continue to play their game like they were playing before. As the ball's put in another goal as she puts a shot on Vollmer, but Vollmer parries it into the net. And real quickly, this game has turned into a 2-0 win or 2-0 lead for Kenton.
Well, now you really have to bounce back. That's a tough one. Mossberg caught in possession. It appears to be a cross. She's used left foot, but there was nobody in the box. Miley's misjudged that. She's come out to try to defend the cross, and there was nobody in the box, and unfortunately, she just couldn't get back. So, what a quick turnaround here in 20 seconds. It looks like Kenton 2-0 up, and if we're talking the first 20 minutes of this game, it's all Bryan. I don't know, maybe 80% possession, as we said, 8 shots, something like that on goal, multiple attacking opportunities, 2 quick attacks for Kenton, and they're 2-0 up.
Hannah's going to play a good ball to Zimmerman. It's going to get taken for a corner. That's Bryan's first corner of the game.
That's good. Good work right there from Ava Zimmerman, chasing that one down, which looked like it was going out, and she's won a corner for the Lady Bears. So hopefully it's a quick bounce back. You can't drop the heads. Coach McQuillan's got to keep the composure here, keep the girls' heads high. There's still plenty of football to play. That's dangerous.
Oh.
No one at the back post.
Almost an Olympico there by Zimmerman.
Just close. She beat the keeper.
Hannah's going to play that ball. I think Arnold, is going to play that ball back into the box. Langham tries to get ahead on it, can't get there. And Kenton's going to get the ball up there. Minter's going to try to get there. Mossberg does a good job to control that. And Hannah's going to be offside again.
Yeah, didn't get back soon enough.
Yeah, good job there by Kenton's defense to press up as soon as that corner was taken to not hold anybody onside.
This is where you're looking for that senior leadership, that experience. We know a lot of these girls are freshmen. They're playing in this level for the first time. That's a good ball through.
Zimmerman going to turn around.
Oh, she's cut it.
Plays the ball through. Good stop there by the senior defender.
Tell you what, Kenton did a nice job getting ladies behind the ball. Very compact, making it difficult. There wasn't much space. And Bryan needs to get back to the shape that they had in the first 20 minutes here. You don't need to just go and try to win this all on your own. Continue to play the way you were. Use the 1-2s. Play it out wide. Good ball inside.
That's a beautiful play there by Burton. She stepped up at the center back and had a bunch of short passes and finds the ball to Hannah or Malanga, but unfortunately that shot just goes wide. It's another important thing. Vollmer just needs to kind of take a deep breath, say, hey, you know, maybe some of those were mistakes, but now my team needs me, and just know, hey, we can't let another one in, and just play how she knows she can play, because she's a very talented goalkeeper, and just 2 unlucky mistakes led to those 2 goals. But it's a big thing as a goalkeeper. You got to flush, you got to let it go. And next play, because they're going to have more shots. Kenton's starting to look a lot better in the attack here, so those aren't going to be the only 2 shots they have.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game of confidence, isn't it? So you've got 16 minutes, get one on the board. You're talking 2-1, you're much different halftime talk. If you go 2-0 down at halftime after the way that the Lady Bears were playing, 2-0 down, and you're resulting in, you know, shots, long shots, and getting away from your game plan, it can make things difficult. But Ava's done a nice job holding that up. Unfortunately, just could not connect the pass.
Fisher's going to step up. She's going to find – tries to cut into the midfield. Good step there.
Oof. Yeah, I tell you what, Kenton are physical.
Keeper's going to come out and get that one. And that was a good job there by Reese McKinnis as she steps in and puts a good tackle there on Fisher. Steicher's punt is going to go to the feet of Slagle. Slagle going to try to win there, and that is Mia Muser, their defensive midfielder, stepping up there. Minter's going to get the ball at her feet but gets dispossessed. Slagle's going to get it. She's going to look out wide for Boffman. I think that was Schmelzer playing that ball out of bounds. We're going to get some subs for both Kenton and Bryan. Slagle's coming off. It looks like – oh, that's got to pull up my schedule or my roster for that one.
Yeah, I can't see.
The numbers,
I can't see.
Yeah.
There you go. Right back to the thrower. We've got an opportunity. Piper was opening up down out wide.
That's Cassidy Deach subbing into the midfield. Finally got that one. Took me way too long.
It did. You go to the high school, don't you?
Yeah. It's a good call, Coach. You got the whole booth laughing up here. Deach is going to get a touch on the ball.
There we go. Just get some composure back. Let's build up some attack.
Fisher going to play the ball through. There's a good job there again by Deach.
So it looks like Bree Richmond has moved up into more of a midfield or attacking midfield role.
Yeah, it looks like Winsler's at the left back, and then Fisher's at the right back, and with Burton now at the defense and playing center back, they pushed Richmond up to the midfield, like you said.
Yeah, so Coach McQuillan, she's kind of moving the puzzle pieces around. She's got players who can play in multiple different positions, and, you know, she's obviously changing some strategy, changing things up. I would like to see Macy continue in the midfield. I think she gives a little bit of a different edge in the midfield role, especially when going forward. But, you know, in times like this, you have to. Oh, you got to make a decision there.
Minter there, but
did.
Good,
Well
great
done.
step there by Mossberg. Deach tries to find Boffman out wide, can't quite get her, but there's Richmond in the midfield. Does a good job holding the ball up. She's going to play Fisher. Fisher does a good step there.
Good cut. You got all the left side of the pitch there open.
She's going to try to find Zimmerman. Can't quite get to her, but there's Hannah. Hannah's going to find Boffman, just a little flat of a pass. Boffman tries to deal with it. Can't quite get it.
Lay it off.
She'll play it back to Hannah. Hannah takes a cut. Get a little bit of physicality there. No call.
Yeah, they're certainly letting them play.
And that's a great job by
Good
Hannah.
work. Oh, ref.
A little bit of
Wow.
a push there. No call. And it's going to be a Kenton throw.
Wow, they're letting them play for sure.
Yeah.
I think if you ask Coach McQuillan, they're letting them play except for that one.
Yeah, so Hannah does a good job to dispossess her here. And a little bit of a push in the back, a little bit of a trip combination going on there. On our Welling Construction replays, Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor. We specialize and pride ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 419-636-3712. Hannah takes a
Dangerous ball.
Hannah takes a free kick. Deach
back
couldn't quite
in.
get in. She's going to put back in.
There you go. Press him.
Boffman tries to put a press in there.
Piper's
Hannah gets the
won it
ball again. She
again.
puts it on the ground. Tries to find Zimmerman. Can't quite get there. Good clearance there by the defender.
Kenton dropped everyone back for that. They had no one in the attacking third.
And good physicality there by Mossberg.
But
she's going to step again. Great step there by Mossberg. She's going to try to find Hannah through. Hannah's throw on goal, but the goalkeeper's able to come out and get that. Just a little bit too much weight on that pass.
A bit too direct, and I'm sure Coach McQuillan will be trying to adjust that. But, again, this game has now changed. Bryan had full control. They were playing their style. They were doing everything that Coach McQuillan's probably worked on in training. 2-0 down. The head starts changing, but you still got 50 minutes.
Yeah, with 11:29 left on the main stop scoreboard, opening need them. You're always near a main stop with Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. And like you said, down 2-0 in a game that they were controlling for the first 20 minutes. It's really hard to not hit the panic button, but that's what the Lady Bears need to do. They need to stay composed, stay controlled, and play their game they were playing those first 20 minutes and go back to that.
They do. And one thing I've noticed, these defenders, they don't mind taking risks, but you are 2-0 down, so you don't want to get caught in possession.
Deitch does a great job playing that ball up to Zimmerman. Zimmerman uses her body, and now
Hannah's in on a one-on-one.
She's in a one-on-one again. Keeper's trying to get big. She plays it through. That's a goal for Piper Hannah. Beautiful goal. Let's see the Pipers run here.
Yeah, so maybe.
And I think 12 holds her on there. She did a great job delaying that run.
I think that's a well-timed ball from Ava Zimmerman. Great finish from Hannah. She's had a couple of those one-on-ones now. Adjusted, put that to the side of the keeper, and now momentum turns again.
Yeah, exactly what you said. Now only being down 2-1, the momentum's back in their favor. They score another goal. It's a tie ball game here. And especially before the half, just being able to get a goal is so much confidence for the Lady Bears.
What's the saying? A 2-1 lead? Most dangerous?
I think a very famous and very smart coach has said that multiple times in his career.
It wasn't me. No, this is good. Let's see how Bryan can react to this. Let's see how at the same thought there. Let's see how Kenton can respond.
Yeah, Boffman tries to find Hannah, can't quite get there. Hannah's going to call for the ball here out on the corner. She's going to try to turn one of these Kenton defenders. She plays the ball, a little bit of physicality. Can't quite find Slagle there. But Burton's going to win the ball in the midfield. She's going to play a ball through. Shot on goal. Fortunately, couldn't find anyone to get a foot on it. I think she was trying to play a ball through, and hopefully someone was going to be there to get a touch on it, but couldn't quite get there. Miley's going to come out. This should be an easy for her to pick up, and she will. And now we're kind of seeing this game shape up a little bit more.
Yep, and we certainly are. It looks like Bryan's starting to get back to their ways. That's a good through ball if it gets through.
Oh, it gets past the defender there.
Looks like on the sub coming in, it's Malanga coming back into that midfield, so starting to get back into that original starting 11. Yeah,
and it looks like Richmond dropped back into the defense, and Fisher also dropped back to center back. Macy at that holding midfield now, so they're back to the way they started. But Boffman's at the wing instead of Slagle, and Slagle's more of a central midfielder. Sorry, Slagle just got subbed out by Langham. We're gonna have another sub here. Oh no, it's a Kenton throw. Kenton tries to play out the back as well.
Bryan is their formation and their defensive positioning has been really nice because it's making it very difficult for Kenton to break out.
Yeah, and those midfielders are doing a really good job of pressing up and putting a lot of pressure on Kenton. They can't really play out the back as Hannah tries to take a shot, left-footed shot, can't quite get there. Try to get some pressure there. Can't quite get there by Langham. And a good job there by Reese McNiss. She's going to try to find her left wing, can't quite get there.
Yeah, she's been dangerous going forward, but Bryan defending well. They had 4 girls right in the middle, making it very difficult for the two attackers to get through. Piper, good hold-up play there.
She's going to find Slagle. Slagle has the ball at the corner. She has 2 people in the box if she wants to play a cross in.
Keep it in.
Just can't quite get there. Just a little bit too much there on that ball. It'll be another goal kick here for the Wildcats. It'd be huge for the Lady Bears here if they can find another goal before the half. Make it a 2-2 game at halftime, and I'm sure the speech by McQuillan would be a lot different if they can do that.
Yeah, I mean, we got 7.5 minutes left.
As Zimmerman wins the ball off a goal kick, she's going to take a shot. It's high.
She goes for it.
Can't quite get there.
Tell you what, that was looping, though.
Yeah,
that
it was.
Looping,
It had some drop on it. I was wondering if that was going to be one of those ones that looks like it's going to be out for 98% of the time, and then the last 2% it drops in. My least favorite.
Yeah, you've seen those. It's been a pretty exciting contest so far.
Yeah, it has.
You know, obviously two different styles, but Kenton doing a nice job defensively, Bryan doing a nice job attacking. So this has been quite a good matchup so far.
Yeah, and if you're a neutral fan, you're liking all the goals that have been scored so far. As Burton's going to try to find Josie Arnold on the wing, just doesn't put enough on it. Thinks it's going to be Winsler for the throw.
That's a good throw.
Great touch there by Hannah. Hannah's going to cut it back. She's going to play it out to Arnold. Arnold puts a cross in.
Well, Ava's going for it.
Zimmerman gets a chest on it, unfortunately, just too far off her chest. And a good job there. I think that was Marley Gammon. Good job there with her defending.
Yeah, Macy's done a nice job recovering there, keeping possession, letting players open up.
Ball gets through there, touched by Kenton. Slago's going to run onto it. Good job there by Hattery.
I'll tell you what, one of the many things that Coach McQuillan's got to be happy about is how quick Bryan recovers the ball.
Mm-hmm. Gets kicked out of bounds there off of Kenton's touch. It'll be a Lady Bears throw-in. Throw-in goes to Langham. Langham going to fight for the ball. And Slago's there to cover it. She's going to try to swing the ball into Zimmerman. Zimmerman gets a touch.
That's a good first touch.
She's going to turn around. Good spin move there. She's going to
good
find
ball.
Hannah. Hannah takes turn in a shot. Just not enough on it there.
They're connecting well. The Lady Bears connecting well, but again, Kenton really defending deep, compact, making it really difficult, especially when you're pressed this far back. The gap between that ball that can go through the goalkeeper makes it very, very difficult.
Minter there. She's going to try to find Hagendauer. Can't quite get there. Going to get it to Burton here in the midfield. She's going to find.
She's got time. She'll want that back.
Good
That's a nice
1-2 there.
And now we've got a break.
Find Zimmerman. Zimmerman's going to cut in. She's going to drive. She's going to take a shot as well. Bouncing shot. Goalkeeper does a good job to save it. That's Bryan's 9th shot on goal in the half.
9th shot on goal. How many shots total?
13 shots. 14 shots total.
14 shots total. And early on, those were dangerous. They were shots inside the box. They were shots from good through balls in behind. Now it looks like more and more of these shots are starting to come from outside the 18. Besides, of course, they're
going to let her play on advantage here. She's going to play a through ball. Going to get to Zimmerman's feet. Zimmerman going to take a touch through.
Cut.
Unfortunately, that was a great job there by Hodenshield to just get that ball out. But Zimmerman's going to do a good job recover ball at the byline. She's going to put a cross in.
That's
the ball
a
stays in.
Ball.
Arnold tries to get ahead on it. Could not get there. She's chasing the ball.
Tell you what, that is some great forward play from Ava Zimmerman there. Winning possession, cutting. She didn't have that, and then she came in. We got a chance here.
Hannah gets a chance. Unfortunately, can't get there. And that was a good job by Kenzie Sprang of Kenton just dropping back in. She's one of their attacking midfielders, but she's dropping in to defend there. As we get another shot on goal there, I think by Burton. Again to the goalkeeper's hands.
Yeah, a little bit of chaos in the middle there. Just sending one.
Good ball by Burton, but a great job by Steicher reading that ball and getting out there to get it. Main stop scoreboard reads 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half here. The Lady Bears, they're starting to look really good. If you're Kenton, you're just trying to defend for these last 3.5 minutes, as the Lady Bears seem to have all the momentum right now. They're going to call a handball on Arnold, I think.
Yep.
And it's going to be Sprang to take this take this free kick. Slagle does a good job, a good physicality there by Hagendauer to hold her off. Well, you can see this game is starting to get a lot more physical, a lot more shielding of the ball, a lot more shoulder-to-shoulder contact, and the refs are going to let them play.
Yeah, it is. This is tournament soccer, isn't it?
Yeah. Zimmerman does a good job to shield the ball, lets the ball bounce over her.
Really well there.
Beats Gammon. But good recovery there by McKinnis, who started the game as the right forward, and now she's dropped
her back.
Yeah.
Both of these coaches making some adjustments in the half during the game, and not just formationally, but actually putting different players in
that's a great
different
ball in by
positions.
Burton. Unfortunately, just a little bit too much on there. Keeper's able to collect it. She was looking for Arnold there on the left wing. Couldn't quite find her. Keeper's punt going to be won there by Fisher. Fisher tries to find Arnold, can't quite get there. And Kenton will kick it out of bounds for Bryan throw-in.
So there you have it, 2 minutes left. Bryan's going to continue to push. Kenton comfortable holding back. Everyone's kind of marked up quite well.
Yeah, and we're starting to see a little bit with how much Kenton's midfield has dropped back. In transition, there's a huge gap in the midfield there for Kenton with their two strikers playing forward, and there's a lot of space in the midfield in transition. So Lady Bears, that's something they can look towards. Maybe McQuillan sees that at halftime and says, hey, that's something we can attack pretty well there.
Now Kenton's on the attack, playing it down the wing.
Plays the ball to Minter. Minter going to get a touch. She's going to turn in. Richmond defending her well. And good press there by Kenton. And there goes Mossberg just trying to get it out. Richmond, great touch to keep it in.
Good cut inside.
Yeah, that's great composure there. She'll find Slagle. Slagle's going to look for a through ball. Tries to find Zimmerman, just can't quite get a touch. Muser doing a good job, but Zimmerman ends up winning it. Burton's going to play a through ball. She finds Hannah. Hannah has a run. She has one defender to beat. And defender's going to press her off the ball, and that's going to be out for a goal kick with 50 seconds left to go.
Yeah, but if you're Kenton, you're making subs. You're trying to kill the clock, get into half, 2-1 up. Make some adjustments, and obviously they've defended. They've had to defend. They've had plenty of shots. Bryan's had plenty of shots. Goalkeepers matched almost all of them besides the one. So if you're Kenton's coach, what adjustments are you making at halftime? Probably trying to keep a little bit more possession, have a player in the midfield that's available as an outlet, because currently every time that the ball is defended, it is all Bryan.
Burton's going to have a shot. Keeper tips it over, and it's a
goal!
What a goal by Macy Burton, 25 yards out. Puts it over the keeper's hand. She gets her hands on it, but can't quite find the ball, and Macy Burton finds the back of the net to go 2-2 for the Lady Bears with 17 seconds left on the half. Macy Burton just a great job with her left foot, curling top bins. Keeper tries to get there, but she's just pushed up a little bit too much and finds the back of the net.
Yeah, I mean, there I was just talking about some adjustments that Kenton should make at halftime, and one of them was having a midfielder available for an outlet. That goal came because there was no outlet for him, and the Lady Bears did a great job, and now you're talking 2-2, 20 seconds left in the half, and you're going in with all this momentum. That's gonna carry over into the second half, and Coach McQuillan has a completely different halftime team talk than what she had 20 seconds ago.
And that was a great fight there by the Lady Bears in that half. We're going to take a real quick break, and then we'll be right back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
Welcome back out to the Golden Bear Sports Network. Don Malanga, Coach Collins on the call. And what an exciting first half of soccer here at Golden Bear Stadium.
Wow. That was something, wasn't it? I mean, the shifts of momentum here in that first half, first 18 minutes or so, all Bryan, all attack. 45 seconds of 2 goals for Kenton here. And then the Lady Bears 2-0 down, recovered really well, and now Bryan scores 20 seconds left in the first half. Completely different halftime team talk. If you're Coach McQuillan, you're working on some tactical things. You're keeping the levels high, keeping the confidence high. And if you're Kenton, you're trying to now get these girls back. The momentum has swung so much just in those last 20 seconds. If you're the Kenton coach, you're trying to figure out how are you going to defend against these? How are you going to stop them from scoring? But on top of that, how are you going to get the confidence in the girls? How are you going to get them to come out and play as if they haven't just given up a 2-goal lead? Most importantly, with 20 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, letting in a goal that late in the game is just a gut punch for a team because, you're going in the half, okay, we scored 2 goals quick. They countered back with 1, but at least we're going to the half up 2-1. Now you're tied at 2-2. We're back to square one. It's an even game, 0-0 going into the second half. And that's really tough for a team is just like, okay, Bryan controlled the first 20 minutes of the game, and then there was a 5-minute span where Kenton really, really was on the ball with it, and then letting in those 2 late goals, it's very demoralizing, especially the way that second goal went in for the goalkeeper. She's going to be struggling with a little bit of confidence there, not being able to get to that.
That's tough. I mean, credit to the goalkeeper here. She had the goalkeeper. She had 10 saves?
10 saves.
10 saves on 11. Well, it would be 12 shots on goal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So 10 saves, and she's done really well at handling all of those. But you're exactly right. You're a goalkeeper. You know what the confidence is. If you're letting one in, it makes it very, very difficult because you start having those second thoughts on every single one. And Miley Vollmer, she had 2, relatively, just mistakes there, unfortunately, and she hasn't really had the chance to recover from it. But when you're attacking, when your defense is playing at the level that they are, you're comfortable with it. And I saw her where both goals come sprinting up to the halfway line. Good senior leadership there, trying to do all she can. She knows, and she's probably, if you're going in 2-0 down, heads drop. She's got to continue to rise to those levels. She's got to get those out of her head now and continue to play in goal like she has been all season. And for Kenton, it's going to be tough. The Lady Bears had so many shots on goal in the first half, with 12 shots on goal, a total of 16 shots just all around. Some of them dangerous, some of them, maybe from 20, 30 yards out that didn't really mean too much, but plenty to talk about here. And ideally, this is now a mental game at this point for both sides.
Yeah, and it's still anybody's game here with a 2-2 at halftime. But just you got to look at Bryan's momentum going into the half is really going to push them through. Let's kind of take a look back at the scoring opportunities for both teams. First goal off of a free kick. Miley Vollmer tries to get to it, bobbles it around, and Minter's there on cleanup duty to score the first goal for Kenton. And then not 20 to 30 seconds later, Kenton gets another goal. Minter plays the ball across. Miley played a little bit out too far. She tries to parry the ball out and unfortunately parries it into the goal. And those were both around the 22-minute marks. Here, I'm not exactly sure. I was kind of too caught up in the game to write them down. But then we look at Zimmerman's assist to Piper Hannah goal. A good build-up play by the Lady Bears. There were a couple 1-2s, finds Zimmerman's feet, and Piper timed her run perfectly. Zimmerman plays a great ball through. Piper gets 2 touches, puts it in the back of the net to the left side of the goalkeeper. Great job there by Hannah to finish that. That was around the 13-minute mark. And then right there, like we said, right at the end of that second half with 17 seconds left to go, Macy Burton gets the ball 25 yards away from the goal and has a rip and just puts it right over the keeper's hands. And she kind of did that unassisted. So you look at the shots compared Kenton to Bryan. Like you said, Bryan has 16 shots, and Kenton's only had 3. 2 of them have gone in. So, it's kind of the tale of two teams right now. Kenton's shots have been able to go in. Vollmer hasn't really had a chance to redeem herself there, but I'm sure she's going to get some chances in the second half, and she's going to do just that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all of the goals were well worked. Both from even though it was a little bit of a mistake, they were both well worked from both teams. Attacking the ball. One thing I've been very impressed on is both teams' forwards are pressing so well and trying to defend from the front, which that's your first line of defense, isn't it? It's your forwards winning possession back, making it difficult to break out. My coach when I was in high school, also my dad, he would always say, you have to stop it at the source. You have to stop the source, and the source is always, wherever the ball is. If it's at the back, that's that first point of attack is from the defense. Those forwards are the first point defense. So they've got to be there. They've got to be challenging. And Coach McQuillan has got to be very happy with her team's pressing and their ability to win the ball back.
Yeah, so if you're Coach McQuillan, what adjustments are you making in the second half?
I don't know if I'm necessarily making any adjustments. I'm just trying to get those little bit more clinical opportunities in the final third. So the movement's there. It's just the execution, the way to pass the crosses in, just over the head or just in behind. One other thing, maybe just continuing to play a little bit quicker when you're in the midfield. Play those balls quick, because as soon as you continue to build and you push Kenton back, those through balls are gone, makes it difficult. And Kenton are doing a really good job at staying compact and holding their lines well. So if I'm Coach McQuillan, I'm trying to get that ball released quickly, because I've got pace up front. You've got Piper Hannah, you've got Avery Zimmerman, you've got good wingers, and your attacking midfielders who are pressing in as well. So the longer you wait and you keep pushing Kenton back, it makes it so much easier to defend. Whereas if there's more space in between the goalkeeper and the back line, more opportunity to get that ball through. And when you've got the pace of Hannah and Zimmerman going in on attack, that's where your chances are going to be made.
And I assume if you're Coach Schwirmer, the head coach for Kenton, you're trying to say, hey, we need to stop Piper Hannah at all costs. I mean, she's that's been their target person the entire game, is just playing through balls to her, and that's kind of what's cut them apart.
Absolutely. So I don't know what necessarily Kenton is going to be able to do. To me, I don't think it's anything defensively. I think it's getting some hold-up play in the midfield, because there are such large gaps from the forward to the defense, especially when Bryan continues to build. There's no real outlet for them, so Bryan just continues to go.
Yeah, we're just going to real quickly thank our sponsors. Today's game is brought to you by Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, and Veteran Services of Williams County. We're going to take a real quick break right before the half starts, and we'll be back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Discover top quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Welcome back out to the Golden Bear Sports Network. Don Malanga, Coach Collins here on the call for a really exciting first half, and hopefully just as exciting of a second half here at Golden Bear Stadium.
Everything to play for, right? The whole season, one of these teams, their season is going to be over. You got 40 minutes of football to play, 2-2 tie, momentum shift like crazy in that first half. Good patience from the Lady Bears. It took them almost every bit of that half to get the 2 goals to tie the game back. But, this is going to be an exciting one. 40 minutes now.
Yeah.
40 minutes to play.
Yeah, and if you're the Lady Bears, with how much support they've given Macy Burton, this could possibly be her last 40 minutes playing soccer as a Lady Bear. And I know for me last year, as Dylan Koenig was one of the inspirations for me, you kind of play a little bit more for those seniors that you really care about. Like, hey, this isn't going to be your last 40 minutes to play. And hopefully that's something that McQuillan brought up in that second half is, hey, don't let this be Macy Burton's last 40 minutes in the Bryan soccer uniform.
You never want it to end. Never do, especially when you have that much love for the seniors. And Macy took that one. She took that personally, I think, and she wanted to make sure that she left a mark on the game, and she did that just by taking that shot in the last 20 seconds.
Yeah. So kickoff's underway here, and right away Bryan's back on the attack as they find Hannah.
One thing I noticed, the temperature has definitely dropped because every single player that was out there was doing the Cole Palmer shiver.
Yeah, definitely something to be focused on in the second half. this sounds dumb, but defenders may not be as willing to go in for the ball because it's going to hurt a little bit more, which is a real thing. You would think, hey, this is a playoff game, but there's that little your mind and your body telling you, hey, I don't really want to step in front of a ball being kicked at me at max speed.
Everything hurts, doesn't it? Everything hurts.
Yeah.
The ball on your foot hurts. It feels like it's more pumped up than ever.
Oh,
That's
great through ball there. Piper Hannah's going to get a touch on the ball. Zimmerman puts up a shot on goal, and a good save there by Kenton's goalkeeper.
That was a great ball through from the left wing. Was that Josie Arnold?
I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Josie Arnold, Bree Richmond there. Great ball through, cut inside, looked to play the channel through. Couldn't get a touch from Piper Hannah, but then Ava doing a nice job getting a touch, bringing it down and getting a shot off. You asked earlier at the end of the second half, or maybe it was at halftime, how's this keeper going to react? You've just let one in after, it's kind of fumbled through the hands. Well, she just made a good save there.
Yeah, that's a great reaction save. Those shots that are like right in between where your arm and leg would be, you don't know if you should use your foot or your hand to save. She did a really good job with the leg sweep dive there to get her feet out of the way, get her hand down, and make a great save.
Yeah, it's really good. You can see Macy as well occupying that space, that pocket of space in between. She's going to look for a 1-2.
Gets it again. She's going to try to find Slagle there out
Unfortunately,
wide.
that ball just a little bit behind her. She couldn't get that in.
They're going to call offside. She said that she was in an offside position, came back on to get the ball. It's a call from the ref. Ken will try to play the ball quickly to Minter. Sorry, Hagendobler.
Oh.
Good play there, I think.
A little physical, maybe a little two-hand shove in the back, but they're going to let him play.
Good defending there. She tries to cut inside. Little pass there, and good job there by Fisher, just clearing that ball out, resetting it for Lady Bears.
Oh, looks like we got a foul here.
So Mossberg will take the free kick for the Lady Bears. Wouldn't be surprised if she just tries to play out the back here, play a short ball, kind of what the Lady Bears have been doing. She'll decide to try to play the ball to Slagle, can't quite get there.
Nope. Nobody really out wide looking to attack quick. I don't think Kenton expected that though.
No. Throw in here for Kenton. Looks like they made some changes here as we have number 8, Kayla Bostater. She's kind of playing drop back to defense now. Or, sorry, right wing. And I think that's because they dropped McKinnis back to a defensive midfielder a little bit. They're going to get the ball out to Arnold in the wing.
That's really good breakout play from the Lady Bears.
Langham tries to call for the ball, can't quite get to it, or she doesn't play it to her, she plays it to Hannah. Hannah tries to find Slagle. Slagle can't quite get there. A little bit of contact, they're going to say no call. Great turn there by Langham, but can't quite find a pass.
Good hold up. You could see she was trying to get Josie Arnold through. Unfortunately, just couldn't get that pass off. But Lady Bears did a nice job with their spacing, getting players out wide. You'd like to see a center back press on that when a defender's back to goal.
Minter's going to try to find the freshman Byers up now as she's in the game. It looks like Kenton made a couple changes here in the half as we have Byers up front playing the right wing, and then Bostater kind of playing as a midfielder, both of which didn't start the game.
So some tactical adjustments there from head coach Toby Brown.
Zimmerman tries to find Arnold, can't quite get there. Arnold's going to play good hold-up play there. They're going to find Zimmerman again, a couple 1-2s. She takes a touch outside. She's going to try to find Hannah.
Good through ball. Looks like Kenton may have listened a little bit because they aren't all dropping back flat.
And now we have Minter. Minter's going to have a good touch. She's going to take it outside. Vollmer's going to come out, and a great save by Vollmer. And the ball goes to the side netting. Great job by Vollmer coming out of there, taking away a big angle. But also
great one-on-one save.
And also a great job by the Bryan defender. I think that was Rich. No, that was Bree. That was Bree Winsler, who did a good job of kind of pushing out of the way and
putting a little bit of pressure on, making it very difficult to get that ball right where you want it so you can have a good finish.
And that's a heck of a save there by Vollmer, just getting big. That's all you can do in that situation on one-on-one is get as big as possible and take up as much of the goal. And she did a good job of getting down, blocking that shot. And that's a huge save for the Lady Bears to keep that momentum in their favor.
No, she's done really well there. Really, really well. Hopefully that can, if you're a goalkeeper, hopefully that builds some confidence.
Yeah, she finally gets to show, like, hey, I'm not what you saw in the first half.
Yeah.
I'm so much better of a goalkeeper, and she really is.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think that save right there shows it. Still see a lot of space in between there for the Lady Bears, and
a lot of space, and the Lady Bears keep trying to force that ball out to the left or out to the right, and there's some nice passing triangles available in the midfield that if they could take advantage of that, they're going to create more opportunities. They don't need to, force that ball out to the left or out to the right, trying to get in behind every time, especially with the midfield three that the Lady Bears have.
Macy Burton again does a great job of keeping hold up play and finding Arnold out wide. Arnold's going to look to play a ball in. She finds Zimmerman.
Zimmerman going to get in behind.
Zimmerman with the ball on her left foot. She tries to cut in, and that's going to be a corner for the Lady Bears. Zimmerman does a good job there. She doesn't have a lot of options, just kicking the ball off the Kenton defender and resetting for a Lady Bear corner kick. So this will be Bryan's second corner of the game. Seems to be the same set piece they ran earlier, putting Macy on front of the keeper here, and then they're all kind of running in from the 18.
Looks like letting Avery Ann push up. That's
Zimmerman
good corners. They're going to get on the end of it. A little bit of a scramble. Good clearance from Kenton there.
Looks like Arnold tried to put a shot there. Can't quite get there.
That's a really nice passing there from the Lady Bears.
Yep, Richmond finds Zimmerman. Zimmerman cuts in, cuts back out. Ball on her left foot, switches to the right, gives it to Arnold. Arnold plays it, tries to get that 1-2 there, but a good job there by Kenton's defender, Schmelzer.
Really good composure from, I can't believe I'm saying it, but a freshman. Like, she does not look like a freshman playing there at left back. Shielding the ball well, taking control of it. I've been very impressed with Bree Richmond on the last two games that we've called.
Zimmerman cuts inside, ball just a little bit too far in front of her. And that's going to go out for a Lady Bears throw. And yeah, we mentioned it a little bit last game, but just the ability for this Lady Bears team, it shows how hard they worked in the summer, the leadership from the juniors and seniors, the ability to get these freshmen out ready to play and take the spots of those seniors that graduated last year, as there's going to be a little bit of a 1-2 here with Hannah. Hannah's going to play the ball across.
It's dangerous.
Swings
No
the
one
ball
at the back
across.
post.
Yep, she was trying to find Slagle. Slagle was just a little bit too far back, can't quite get to it, and it's going to be a Kenton goal kick.
I will say the space is available when the Lady Bears do some passing there. The space is available at the back post, and naturally you're inclined as a right or left winger, wherever the ball is, you want to pinch in, you want to, but there's a lot of times where those balls are available on the back post, and it's just going to take a tap in then.
Yeah, they're going to find Minter there. She's going to play some hold up. I've been really impressed with her and her ability to keep the ball at her feet and keep possession there for Kenton.
Yep.
It's going to be Langham. Langham's going to find Burton. Burton with composure there. She'll find the wing out there.
You going to try to get a cross in? Good. Well, that's well defended. That's very well defended. Because Bryan did have players in the box on that opportunity.
Yeah, it's going to be Hannah. She's going to keep the ball. She's going to try to find Fisher, who's going to step up at the center back. A little bit of pressure from her, but a great job to keep the ball at her feet. Another freshman. Ken's just going to kick the ball away. Richmond be able to get a touch, and great job to keep that turn. That's really impressive there by Richmond.
And then not only that, but to find the pass as well.
Great play there. She finds Zimmerman. Zimmerman's going to turn. She's going to find Arnold at the corner. Arnold is on. She got the ball in the corner. She's going to try to look for a cross here. Plays it across to
back to Zimmerman.
Zimmerman tries to take a touch. Can't quite get there.
Tell you what, Ava's speed to get separation is really, really good.
Yeah, it's making it really difficult for these Kenton defenders to like press her, because she's here 1 minute, the next second she's
and just the quick touches, the quick cuts, the quick movement, and then the speed on top of it. She's doing a really nice job.
Kenton throws the ball in. They find Hagendauber there. She's going to play on Minter.
Yeah, she's onside. The Lady Bears pressed all the way up, and that was still in their own half.
And that's
scary. You cannot have that lapse of judgment as the center backs there. You can't push up above when you're in your attacking half.
And that's something you don't normally see out of this Lady Bears team, because normally you have Mossberg there playing as a bit of a sweeper,
relatively deep. Yeah,
but it looks like Fisher's kind of taking that duty this half.
Yeah, just a little communication. It didn't bite them, but it's something that they'll want to address quickly. You can't let that happen. Get in behind, and then you're in on a one-on-one at your own halfway line. You know what I mean?
And Winsler does a good job to get that ball out of bounds, get the pressure off the defense there. Kenton throw in, and I think it'll go back to them again. Kenton throw, finds Minter. Minter gets a good touch on it.
So Kenton has definitely made some tactical changes. You can see they're trying to play they're keeping players in the midfield. They're not getting super flat. They're not getting super high. And then they're allowing some outlet because the first half, I don't think they had a single outlet pass that unless it was a mistake.
And a good job here by the sub, Bostater. She's done a good job keeping possession in the midfield. She's a shot blocked.
Well blocked. Keeper's going to come out.
Ballmer does a good job there. And then no foul called.
That was a little bit of a push in the back.
Yeah, Richmond.
They're not going to call it.
Yeah, Richmond was looking for a little bit of contact here. We'll see it right here.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah,
a little bit of a push.
Definitely a shove, and the
shove.
referee's right there. You've got to limit that. I think Bree's taken 3 or 4 of those now. Bree Richmond is taking 3 or 4 of those now, and you'd like to see a ref at least having a word, saying something. If you're not going to call a foul, which I think you should, but if you're not going to call a foul, you've got to be able to address that.
Yeah, the one thing I have been really impressed with these refs, which it shouldn't be a thing that I'm impressed with, but the fact that they're actually sitting on the line and calling offside in a good position, and at least they're getting that right because they've had some good calls with that all night. But yes, you would like to see a little bit more there with that push.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into my tangent on the oh, that's a good ball.
Good ball. Hannah puts the pressure.
Is there a miscommunication? Yep.
And that was a pretty dangerous ball there. I think that
very dangerous.
Arnold that played that in. Both Piper and Ava were putting pressure on that defender. The defender didn't know where to turn because there was a Bryan player on both sides of her, so she does the best thing she can do and play the ball out of bounds for another Bryan corner.
One thing I've noticed in this half compared to the first half is the 2 forwards for Bryan are not as spaced out, playing way out to the right or way out to the left. They're definitely more centrally located. That's dangerous.
Zimmerman tries to find Burton, can't quite get there.
But you can see they're allowing the wingers to do their job, and then they've got 2 different attacking runs or 2 players in the box.
Hannah's going to have a shot, curls in. Pretty easy save there for the keeper. She was trying to replicate her teammate Macy Burton there. Couldn't quite get enough dip on that.
Many will try to replicate. It's hard to do, Macy Burton.
Richmond's going to take her time and just great composure. And another good ball there to Zimmerman's feet. Zimmerman's going to play Arnold. Arnold's going to go with the 1-2, tries to play through to Zimmerman, put a little bit too much weight on that. But a good recovery there by Arnold. Arnold's going to swing one in, and keeper does a good job to come out there. That's a tough ball to go get, especially with Piper Hannah pressing on you.
That danger area there, dropping on the penalty spot. I think it was a shot. I think she was trying to go for goal, just didn't get enough on it. But that is dangerous and well done to the Kenton keeper.
And a good job there by Hannah as well, pressing that, because she's bobbled it a couple times early in the game. She bobbles that one with pressure on her, and that's a free goal. So good job by Hannah keeping that press up. You can tell there's a little bit of urgency. Hey, we need to get another goal here.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the first 15 minutes of this, 14 minutes of this half have been very entertaining, and it has not been one-sided like it was in the first half. It has been much more balanced. Bryan's probably had more of the opportunities, but the possession's a little bit more equal than it was in the first half.
Yeah, they're going to find Hannah again. One of those defenders.
Zimmerman doing a nice job staying on sides.
It's a good through ball. Just not enough on it, and a good job there by the defender, Addie Hodenshield.
Well, there was that, and then unfortunately Ava was trying to stay on sides, and so she's had to stop her run while the center back for Kenton was already running backwards, so that's hard to change that pace and turn around quickly.
Yeah, they're going to try to send Sprang in the midfield. Can't quite get to her. It looks like Hodendobler tried to get a touch on it, but she gets it out of bounds. It's going to be a sub. They're gonna take Bostater out of the game.
Did the Lady Bears get a sub there?
No, they subbed a Kenton player in there.
Interesting.
So Bostater will sub out of the game. Bridenstine, who was marked to be the starter in this game, subs in. So that might have been one of those first half or second half changes.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a little bit of some question marks from the Lady Bears on the referee. And looks like there's a lot of confusion now. He's actually just set it back. Okay. All right.
I was about to say.
We're back. And the ball never lies. It's back to the Lady Bears.
So Hannah's going to do a good job checking in the midfield.
That's a good ball.
Finds
Take
Arnold.
a touch.
Arnold's going to take a one-touch.
Again.
Oh, and that's through. And just unfortunately couldn't get a foot on it. And I think Kenton took that out. That's going to be another Lady Bears.
That's a corner. Keep
another
pressing.
Lady Bears corner.
It's a dangerous ball. Unlucky not to get on the end of it, but continue the press, and you've won a corner on this now. And the corners have been dangerous. The Lady Bears have had a player on the goalkeeper for the last few corners, but it looks like they're not sure how to set up. There it is again. And you know what? Very impressive play. Macy Burton is in the box trying to get up, and she's demanding her center backs to stay deep, demanding the center back to stay deep because they pushed up. But Kenton's tactic, they're keeping a girl way up here inside their own half, stay on sides. They're looking for a long ball, get over the top. You're in on a one-on-one.
Yeah, great
and
job.
Then it's a foot race in it. But Macy, very, very good, and that's just senior leadership.
Yeah, you weren't able to see it on the stream, but she was screaming at them saying, hey, drop back. We can't let that happen again, as the Lady Bears take another shot out wide. And that's just something that you just expect out of a senior like Macy, just being able to control. Like, she's played a bit of the center back. She's played the central midfield. So she's with them. She talks to them a lot. And just a good job to say, hey, we can't let that happen again, as the Lady Bears were pressed up too high.
Very impressive. Macy just unfortunately there caught in possession, trying to get a pass out to the right wing, but Bryan gets the ball back on a throw-in.
And Mossberg will get subbed out, and I think can't quite tell who that is. Number 4 for the Lady Bears. Malanga.
Oh.
Gonna call a Kenton throw in there.
It is a Kenton throw. Not sure about that one.
Through ball there.
Tried to get the reverse for Zimmerman, who's going to continue chasing it down.
And that was something we were really impressed with at the Delta game, was her ability to chase on, be physical, and win balls that you wouldn't think she was going to win. But she just does a good job of sticking her foot in there, getting the ball past, and then running out by them. Going to be a long ball here. Miley Vollmer's going to come out. She's going to let it roll in. Good job there. And you could see the center back of Maya Langham. She's been playing the midfield, but she did a good job of shielding there. That Kenton player was not going to get to that ball before Miley Vollmer because of her.
Great touch and layoff there, and it opens up the ball through for Hannah. Unfortunately, just not over the top enough. But
Slagle, good hustle to try to get there.
Very good. Yeah. You can't fault the Lady Bears for continuing to press and make it difficult.
Yeah, Arnold touches the ball out for a Kenton throw. She'll do a good job to get that ball to her feet. Tries to find Hannah, can't quite get there. Arnold plays a through ball again.
So you'd like to see Ava and Piper a little bit tighter there, so one can make the run and one can drop in, make it available. But with them both spread out so wide, and they're both on the last man, or last woman, I should say, makes it difficult.
A little bit of a good play there by Kenton, but a great job by Macy Burton again to step in and cut off that pass. She's going to find Arnold. Arnold has 2. If she tries to swing it in, she's going to try to find Hannah. Gets a block off the face. Josie Arnold wants a handball.
Oh, good tackle.
And good job
tackle
by Hannah, and they're going to end up winning the ball for the Lady Bears.
Some good physicality, make it difficult, and now Ava's in off a great throw-in.
Ava just a bit too big of a touch, and this ball might stay in.
Throw-in, yeah.
It'll go in for a throw-in.
Another good throw.
She's going to play that to Arnold. Is Arnold on?
Yeah, they kept her on sides.
She plays a cross in. Almost a
bit
of a
we're going to say mirror image of the first goal.
I was getting a little bit of deja vu there.
Yeah.
Keeper does a good job to keep on it. And Slagle was right there to tap it in if she wasn't able to keep with it. And that's Bryan's 16th shot on goal there. Long ball through. Should be pretty easy here for Winsler. See if she can keep possession. Might have been touched there by Kenton. And it looks like Boffman's going to press that well.
All right, need to settle back in here. You know, you're halfway through the second half. Score still tied. Settle back in. Start playing your game. Create a few more chances. You can see there's gaps. You can see the forwards are tired. The defenders are getting tired. You know, you're 60 minutes in, and it's been a nonstop race.
Great step there by Richmond.
Very good step. Piper Hannah doing a nice job, but is there an opportunity? She's going to look to play it through.
That's a great ball to Zimmerman. Zimmerman with the touch. She gets pushed off the ball, and the keeper does a good job come out.
What's he called? Is he? Oh, I didn't hear. I saw him pointing to the pen spot. I didn't know if he had called one.
So he says no call there, and I think that was just good physical shoulder-to-shoulder contact here, but we'll see right here.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You know, Ava stayed up. It's one of those, do you sell it? Probably not, but good defending, I guess, at the end of the day.
And a great job by the keeper to come out and get that, come out big and make it a good save there.
Big clearance.
Yeah, clearance there by Langham. And now we're starting to see a little bit what we saw in the Delta game. The midfield's starting to open up, and there's going to be a little bit more kickball action going on.
Yep.
But that's bound to happen with a night game with this big of stuff on the line.
They call a foul? Yep.
Yeah, they're going to call a foul.
You'd like to see an advantage there with some of the advantage they played in the first half.
Yeah. But I'm also sure it's the refs just trying to calm this down, right? There was a close call there in the goal. They're just trying to, hey, we're going to call the fouls. Okay, we're not going to let this get out of hand. And I think that's a good job by the refs of saying, hey, we're not going to let this get out of hand. We're going to get control back of the game.
You're a referee, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, a little bit of a push, and they're going to call that. And this might be a card
give a card.
Might be a card for Boffman as he stops the clock.
I'm not sure. He did stop the clock. Is he just going to have a word, or is he going to give her a card? I don't think that was enough for a card.
It might be one of those things again where he just wants to kind of get it out of the way. It looks like he's just having a talk with her, warning her. Good job by the referee here.
I'll take that from a ref any day. If you're going to stop the clock, have a word. I'm fine with that. And as you said, trying to keep control, trying to keep composure. You don't have to get a card happy. Have a word. I think that's the best way to keep control of a game.
And it's a great job stopping the clock because there's a lot of times the refs will try to talk to you and then the game keeps playing and they don't get to explain things and then there's this whole fiasco. So good job by the ref to keep control of this game. So it'll be a Kenton throw now. Not anyone there. But a good job by Minter to kind of to put some pressure on that ball. They're going to say it went out of bounds for a Bryan throw. She's going to find Burton. Burton's going to try to play it up. Is that Winsler playing, or is that Richmond playing up the wing again?
I can't tell, mate.
See, I'll get a better look of it here.
Yep, looks like
it is Richmond. So she pushed up. That's one of those things is all these players on the Lady Bears team, they're all like able to move around wherever. There's going to be a big deflection. Let's see if Miley's going to stay in her goal. She probably could have came out and got that. She's going to take the safe option. This might go out for a corner.
Are they going to give it a corner or a goal kick? Looks pretty comfortably that they're calling a goal kick.
Some of those you never know. Yeah. And as a goalkeeper, me personally, I probably am going to go out to get that just to be safe because you never know what the ref's going to call, what the ref saw. You might have seen a deflection somewhere. But they seem pretty confident to just let that ball roll out, and it worked out in their favor to be a goal kick.
Yeah, well, you'd probably go back there, grab it, bring it back into your box, start doing some juggles, kill some time off the clock, wouldn't you?
Not with a two-toes.
That's good. That was a test. That was a test.
2-2 tournament game. He's testing me for tomorrow. Shot there by
save.
Ken, and a good job by Vollmer to just smother that. It's another shot on goal for the Wildcats.
One midfielder.
Through ball. It's going to go out of bounds again.
Another goal kick.
Vollmer will let it roll out for a goal kick. You know, with 7 minutes and 26 seconds left on the main stop scoreboard, always open when you need them. You're always near a main stop with Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. We're starting to get into the nitty-gritty of this regular time. But as a coach, you don't want to let this game get into extra time because that's when golden goal happens, and you never know what could happen. One
absolutely.
Yeah, one kick of the ball, as my boy Stuart likes to say, Stuart Robson. But it's just you don't want to let that get to that here. So the Lady Bears, there's going to be a little bit more urgency probably with 16 minutes left now.
It's a really good shift there from I'm not sure who that is playing center back. Is that Amaya Langham now?
Amaya Langham, yeah. They dropped Amaya to center back.
She did a really good job shifting over because Avery Ann Fisher had to step out, but really good coverage there and good composure.
It's a great job by Fisher there again. Arnold tries to find it.
Handball, no?
Hits the ball off of the Kenton player. Gonna find.
We got Ava outside.
She's gonna play Ava
She's
through.
in.
Ava's got one to beat. She might take a shot. She does.
She does.
Bobbles around to the keeper, but keeper's able to make a save pretty comfortably there. It's Bryan's 18th shot on goal. Kenton's keeper's 16th save.
Oh, we don't need that. Oh, I thought she was going for a shot.
Ball's going to
like
roll
she
out.
was trying to play Zimmerman, but Ava was still checking back in. So just a little bit of composure. You know, you still got 16 minutes, a little bit of composure. You're in the final third. You know, get back to the basics, get back to what you're good at.
Yeah, and that's the one thing with this young team is they haven't played a playoff. Half of this team hasn't played a playoff game before.
That's a great shout. That's a great shout.
So you kind of get to this point, and I remember my freshman. As Richmond's going to have the ball in the midfield, she's going to take another shot, and it's going to go to the goalkeeper's hands. And like I was saying there, Richmond is a freshman. This is her first ever playoff game. I know when I was a freshman, there's a lot of nerves that are in your stomach. You're like, hey, what's going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen if it gets to this point. And you start to think past where you're at right now, and you don't let the game slow down. And the biggest thing is those ladies, they need to make sure they're focusing on the now and what they can do right now and not what's going to happen in the future.
Yep, absolutely. Good words of wisdom from a senior who's lived through all
Yeah.
all different experiences and playoffs.
They're going to play the ball great job there to get the ball to Arnold. Arnold's going to look for that through ball.
Keep dropping. You've got Piper and Ava making the same runs. No one really splitting out wide.
I'd like to
back
see
for the 1-2. She's got time.
Richmond's going to try to play it through to Hannah there. Can't quite get there. And like you see,
we
there's
can't
just
drop,
so much.
Yeah, you can't drop heads there. You've got to, if you lose possession, you've got to get back. You've got to get back. You've got to win possession. You can't show frustration.
Especially with the 4 midfielders the way they have it. You can't trust Burton. I mean, Burton does a lot for this team, but she can't be the only person dropping back on the defense.
Oh, is Hannah in? Is Hannah in on a chance?
She is. She's going to take a shot with her left hand. Keeper smothers it and saves it, bobbles it around. But a good chance there for the Lady Bears. Yeah, good job using her left foot as a misclearance there by Kenton. Reese McKinnis, who was set to play the forward, and she's dropped all the way back to center back now. I'm kind of wondering what the...
It's pace.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be pace because she was the one dangerous up front. She was running in behind, making things dangerous. She's dropped back now because, you've got Ava and Piper, which we said at halftime. You've got some good attacking forwards who have speed. So if that ball's in behind, you can see, but she did a great job recovering, making it difficult for Piper to get a clean shot. After she was caught in possession. So good opportunity there for the Lady Bears. Nice left foot from Piper Hannah. Keeper comes up big again.
Yeah, she's on her 18th save of the game, and that's just really impressive. And some of these shots might look easy, but the way they're moving, the way they're curving, just the ability to smother them, and in a game like this, it's starting to get a little bit dewy on the turf. The ability to just hold on to it is a great job there.
As you
by
said,
Stryer.
The mentality of, is Zimmerman in? She is. She's on sides.
Zimmerman's got the ball, and a good clearance there by the senior Addie Hodenshield. But Zimmerman does a good job keeping it in.
She's still pressing him.
Hodenshield tries to find a way out. And they're going to roll that out, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Oh, he's called a goal kick.
There's one thing I would like to see a little bit more from the Lady Bears is they've tried to find Arnold a lot on the wing, and she's kind of swinging that ball in at a deep ball. I would like to see maybe if you have Burton check in and get an extra pass, play one more through ball. It just seems like right now Arnold's just kicking the ball hard and praying, but I feel like you get a lot more sure of a chance if you give it to Burton, and Burton plays one more pass and then a through ball to either Zimmerman or Hannah.
Yeah, there has been a lot of long ball over the top from the left or right wing, and that's not really been Bryan's strong suit. Not really been Bryan's, especially with some of these adaptions that Kenton coach has made. He's got a fast player at the center back. That might have worked in the first half when there was a bit more pace from the Lady Bears. But yeah, there's not. So you're exactly right. Get a couple build-up passes and then wait for the opportunity to play a through ball through the channels, and then you're in on a one-on-one.
Yeah, now he has junior Reese McKinnis back, and if I were to assume, I'm sure she's played a defensive position at some point in her life, and if she was playing forward, she was pretty fast. So that little switch has been something that's been difficult for the Lady Bears to overcome. They're going to drop the ball off to Burton here. Burton looks like she's going to try a through ball over the top. She's going to try another shot, curling in, another save to the keeper's hands.
Yeah, Bryan's pushed up, and they're going to have to do a good job. And they do. They do a good job at the defense, pressing them with back to goal.
And if you really look, Bryan has dominated the shots on goal. Bryan has 21 shots on goal to Kenton's 4. And it's just sometimes it's one will get lucky and go in, but unfortunately that hasn't been the case for the Lady Bears. Yep. Zimmerman, great turn there. She's going to look to take another shot and another save for the keeper. And that's her 20th save of the game there for Ruby Steyer.
Yeah, 20 saves in a game. That's crazy. And to me, the only issue is so many of these shots have come off balance. You're turning, you're trying to get it. Not necessarily Bryan's best option. I
honestly think it's the nerves a little bit. You want to be
it's
the person.
It's the nerves and it's the time, isn't it? You've got this much time.
Oh,
That's
great
a good
ball.
Layoff.
That's a great layoff there by Hannah, and the keeper does a good job to clean that up. But that was a good play there for Hannah to lay it off to Zimmerman. Zimmerman just couldn't quite get there before the goalkeeper got there. But, yeah, just a little bit of nerves knowing that you only have 10 minutes left in this game until it goes to golden goal. A lot of these girls want to be the one to score that game-winning goal.
Mm-hmm.
As the ball's kicked out of bounds right at the sub, Slagle will sub into the game for Boffman. And now with 10:40 left on the main stop scoreboard, it's starting to get to the point where it's do or die here for both teams.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think either team's going to want to go to extra time. If you're Bryan, you probably fancy your chances if with the amount of shots.
Minter in, she's going to play it out. And great job there by
huge separation from the forwards and the defense. So you want to get back. You want those defenders the forwards getting back in, being available.
And yeah, great job there by Amaya Langham, who's doing whatever's asked of her. She's played in the midfield. She's played the center back. Great clearance there to get the ball out. And I think the right winger is Jada Byers, a freshman. So for Kenton, so that's another thing is she's also going to be having those nerves of if the ball gets to her feet, her touch might be a little bit bigger. We'll see if the moment's too bright for her, but just the ability to keep that might be something that the Lady Bears may want to force the pass to her as just being an underclassman compared to Minter, who's a senior. Sorry, Minter's a freshman too. They just have 2 freshmen up there who have both been dominating, doing a good job there. A lot of underclassmen in this game.
Got a ball down through.
Arnold finds Zimmerman. Zimmerman's going to drive with her left foot. She's going to look to cut in. She cuts in. She's going to put a cross, put a shot on goal, and it's in! What a goal! What a goal!
What a
put
goal!
The Lady Bears up 3-2. Zimmerman cuts inside.
Ida Zimmerman with some brilliant wing play there. She's ran out wide, got the ball through from Josie Arnold, cut the defender inside, and what a beautiful right-footed shot that is into the goal.
Unassisted as she takes a good cut in, sees that the keeper is cheating.
You're not giving that unassisted.
Was that
Josie Arnold played her through on the wing, and that's great wing play.
Yeah, and she saw the goalie was cheating a little bit too far to the right, trying to cheat the cross, and she's like, you know what, I'll just put it near post.
What composure from Ava Zimmerman to cut inside, look up, see the positional play of the goalkeeper, and then finish. What a great goal that is for the Lady Bears with 10 minutes left in this half. Well, 10 minutes left of this game.
Yeah, and now it's really do or die for Kenton here as they need a goal in regulation as they're going to play a through ball to Hannah, and a good stop there by McInnes.
Just that goal alone can bring so much buzz.
Yeah, and now, there's going to be played out for a corner.
That's a corner.
Another corner here for the Lady Bears, their 5th of the game. And now the Lady Bears are playing with a little bit more confidence. They don't have to be as scared with the ball at their feet because they've got a little bit more cushion now. Obviously, you don't want to let up a goal, but now you're not playing, or you let up a goal, you lose.
You don't need to push. You can be composed. You can still play your game, but you don't need to take any risks.
And I will be interested to see if we'll see McQuillan. She likes to play the 5 back as the ball's put in.
Oh, she was open.
Arnold gets ahead on the ball, can't quite get there.
Let's see how they clear it.
It's going to go out to Winsler. Winsler's going to play a ball, saved by the keeper.
So yeah, the one thing, and I've always said this: when you're 3-2 up or not 3-2 up, but when you're a goal up, you don't need to park the bus. You don't need to allow them to continue to attack on you and continue to attack.
It's going to be Byers there. She's going to find Minter. Minter's through, and great job, great shield there.
Good communication
and good
there.
job. That's great job by the Lady Bears defense, and Miley is going to take all 6, maybe 7, maybe 8 if the ref will give it to her seconds, as much of the time off as she can. Before she punts it.
Yeah, she did a good job there.
You definitely don't want to give up a free kick there for something dumb like that, but want to waste as much time as possible too.
There's no need to force these balls and let Kenton get possession back. Just take your time. You've got no one up there. Take the time, turn, hold possession, try to kill as much of the clock as you can while you're maintaining the ball.
And there's the senior captain, Macy Burton, saying, hey, calm down, slow the ball down. Play our game, okay? We don't need to let this emotions get too much of ourselves.
Yep.
Let's just play our game.
The other thing is you don't want to start forcing the ball forward so you're all pressed up, and then you can allow an attack.
Yep. And if the Lady Bears can just keep possession here, keep playing their game.
That's
as it
a
looks
great
like
ball.
Hannah's on side, just hits off her hand. Oh, they're going to call her off. I didn't know.
Called her off sides. I'm not sure about that, but I have been wrong.
Played a ball through. Going to be Bositter there. Bositter's fighting for it, can't quite get to it. Going to be Hannah. Hannah's going to look for the cross.
Yes,
she's decided not against it.
Good,
she's going to give it, drop it back to Zimmerman.
Don't
force.
Don't force.
Zimmerman's going to try to find Arnold.
Good idea.
Doesn't get
Good
to Arnold.
idea, but again, no need to force. You can pass that ball around. You can kill the clock. You've got players in the midfield. Bree Winsler was open on the right at right back. Kill the clock. Switch the ball. Make Kenton press and chase you. Tire them out. Get them out of position.
Steyer's punt looked dangerous for a second, but great job there by Mossberg to get it out of the way. Lady Bears are going to force a ball through, and Steyer will pick it up.
Yeah, if I'm Coach McQuillan, I'm doing the hands down, calm it down. We don't need to force anything.
Yeah, especially with 5 minutes and 51 seconds left on the main stop scoreboard. You're just trying to kill the game by possessing the ball and taking good shots when you do get them, but you don't need to force the shots. You don't need to force the through balls. You keep possession, and those shots will come.
Yeah, that's good. You can see Macy Burton trying to do just that. That's good passing there.
Macy was checked in there. Zimmerman's going to try to flip it the other way, and it'll be a good step there by Byers. Try to find Minter on the through ball.
Brian's got four defenders, behind the one forward that's attacking for Kenton right now. So if you're Kenton, what adjustments are you going to make? You're going to switch to 3 at the back. You're going to push an extra player up front. You're going to add an extra player into the attacking midfield. But at this point, you've got 5 minutes left for the rest of your season.
Yeah. And a hit there by Richmond is going to go out for a corner. It took me a second. And that's going to go out for a Kenton's goal kick. Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see as Kenton's coach had a sub on the sideline. He pulls her off and says, "Hey, you're not going into the game." Yeah, I wonder what
that was. Oh, that's a good one
too. Through ball in for Hannah. Hannah to ice the game.
That's all right.
And that'll go out for another corner. Yeah. And now she can take her time on this corner. She could probably kill a good 35, 40 seconds from
this. And the ball girl's just throwing it right in. And the ball girls, that's when you want those experienced ball people to accidentally throw a ball 100 yards away.
Unfortunately, we train our ball people to be the best of the best.
I know.
And a curving ball in, and a good job there by Kenton's goalkeeper, Steyer, to get a hold on that. She's going to do a quick punt, but she doesn't really have numbers up. And Fisher's going to do a good job to get a foot on it.
Yep. That's all right. 4 minutes left on the clock. Maintain possession. Let the ball keep going out. Let Kenton kick the ball out. Take your time on the throw-ins.
Yeah, and like you said.
Get to the corner, kill the clock. Kill every, 20 seconds, 30 seconds of possession. Anything can make that clock drop down. And then when, for the Bryan girls, the clock's not going fast enough. And for Kenton, it's going too fast. Yep. It's too fast. They keep looking, but they are in on the attack now.
Minter gets the ball to McInnes, and like we said, you said some changes. McInnes, who was playing center back, has pushed up to striker again. They're going to try to find Minter. Minter can't get it. And a little bit of press there, and a good job to just get the ball out.
Yeah, that's just fine.
And the Lady Bears are going to reset. It looks like they're dropped to a.
Hannah's done well.
I was going to say it looked like they dropped to 5 back, but that was just Burton playing defense. So now with 3:12 left in the game, they're going to sub. And
that's the thing. You'll let Kenton sub as many times as they want. The clock's not going to stop. It's going to kill 10, 15 seconds every rotation.
Gammon's going to sub out, and now Kenton's kind of pushed to just 2 people back right now with everybody pushed up. Obviously, they had their right back pushed up to take the throw.
Piper Hannah not happy with that one, letting the ref know where the line is. So I'm sure he had a good view of it.
Hannah's going to get a touch now, and she's going to try to take a defender on, and it'll be a Lady Bears throw. And 2 ball girls get Josie the ball. She's going to find Hannah.
Yeah, Piper's done a really good job there in the final few. Oh,
that's a good ball through.
Just unlucky not to get through, but 2 minutes, hey, why not attack? Why not attack if you've got the space? Don't need that, though. The ball going out for a goal kick.
Yeah, and with Zimmerman, Zimmerman's dropped back as well as Burton, right? They're trying to play more defensive. They don't want their midfields pushed up too high. They don't really have the numbers that they usually do in the attack with those 4 midfielders pressing up.
Yeah.
So a good look there for Hannah, just nobody really home.
Absolutely. Also, very good sportsmanship from, looked like Josie Arnold there. That keeper could have gone and gotten the ball, but Josie got it for her, kicked her back in. So credit to Josie for the sportsmanship.
Yeah, credit, because I don't know if I would be doing that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And Zimmerman's going to go take her time to get this throw in.
Take time, minute 40 left.
Ooh! They might stop the clock.
Is she all right?
Are they going to stop it?
Yeah, she got up quickly there.
Got kicked real hard in the head, unfortunately for her. Hopefully, it looked like that was number 8, Kyla Bostater. Hopefully she's okay with that. Okay.
They have stopped the clock, so that's good. Check on her and make sure she's okay.
Yeah. Obviously, we're still all high schoolers. You just want to make sure they're okay. No concussions, no brain injuries. We don't need CTE when we're 30. Defender's going to try to clear out wide and no touch.
Smart.
And a good job by Hannah. Just let that ball go out.
Minute 20 left on the clock. Continue to kill it.
Arnold's going to take her time to throw the ball in. Zimmerman's going to check in, but nothing too crazy pushed up. Good through ball there.
There you go. Just drop it back, Macy.
Macy,
Good
great composure. And now she has so much more time. And she's going to try to play the ball through to Hannah. Doesn't get to her.
That's all right. Minute left now. Minute left on the clock. They've continued to keep the ball out here on the left wing. Continue to maintain possession off throw-ins. And, you've got to see there's a minute left on this clock. What can I do to kill the game?
Yeah. The biggest thing is you just can't let them get a good through ball.
Yep.
Where there's a one-on-one on goal, and that's a great job by Amaya. Just kicking the ball out. Now the defense can reset.
Let it go. Get back. Drop in.
And that
Macy's doing a good job organizing. Ava doing a good job getting back.
And in this stage of the game, you're fine with kicking it out. It wastes about 5 to 10 seconds each time. Burton's going to play the ball across. But a good job there. Good recovery.
Right.
That might be a foul.
Yep. I think they're going to let him play some advantage, kill some more time.
They're going to give the throw to Kenton here.
20 seconds left. Everyone behind the ball for Bryan outside of Piper Hannah, the forward, who's going to go and chase this down, make it difficult.
Put some pressure on them.
And if that goes out, that will be the game. Yep, that'll be the game.
And the Lady Bears beat Kenton 3-2 in their sectional semifinal game. We're going to take a real quick break, and then we'll be back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
I'm a man of zero.
Welcome back out to the Golden Bears Sports Network as the Lady Bears knock down Kenton with a 3-2 win. And really quickly, we'd like to congratulate Kenton's goalkeeper, Ruby Steyer. She hit her 500th career save tonight after having recording 21 in this game.
She kept it very close for Kenton. She gave it her all. Credit to her, though. 500 saves over a career. That's incredible. And to do it, it stinks. She's gone. They were on the losing end of this game, and their season's over. But if you're going to have your last game as a high schooler be a record-breaking 500, that's pretty impressive. So credit to her.
Yeah, and so let's take a look at kind of the stats for this game. It was 2-2 going into halftime. Lady Bears needed a goal to get out of here, obviously. And Ava Zimmerman with just a beautiful goal with a Josie Arnold assist to give them that goal, to leave them ahead. Just a beautiful goal, a good ball by Arnold, and a great individual play by Zimmerman to take the touch in and swing the ball off to the goalkeeper, who was just slightly positioned off and puts it on the near post.
Yeah, it was really, really well worked. A really well worked goal. Good bit of individual skill from Ava Zimmerman there. And the Golden Bears season continues.
Yeah, so the Lady Bears are going to be set to play Ottawa Glandorf on Saturday, I think, which Ottawa Glandorf is a pretty good team. They're the #1 seed in their district. So it's going to be a good battle for the Lady Bears, but you like to think that they're going to have a little bit of newfound confidence after winning 4 of their last 4. It's going to give them something to push for in this next game. Obviously, you aren't going to go out there thinking, oh, they're the 1 seed, we're not going to be able to play them. No, they have to play us. They're the 1 seed. Who cares? We're going to go.
Yeah.
We're going to go play there, and we're going to give them the best game we can.
Pressure's off, right? You're not expected to go in and win that game, but you're going to do everything you can to make it difficult for OG to win it. And as you said, it's tournament play. Anything can happen.
Yeah, so we're going to take a real quick look at the stats for the Lady Bears versus the Kenton Wildcats. Bryan had 28 shots. Kenton had 6. Bryan, 24 of them were on goal. Kenton, 4 of them were on goal. Miley Vollmer recorded 2 saves on the night, while Ruby Steyer recorded 21. Bryan had 3 goals. Kenton had 2. Bryan had 6 corners. Kenton had 1. Macy Burton with a goal for the Lady Bears. Ava Zimmerman with a goal and assist. Piper Hanna with a goal, and Josie Arnold with assist. And Minter with 2 goals for Kenton. So we look at that game, and, the Lady Bears, you look at the stats, they dominated that game, and obviously the scoreline doesn't show that, but anybody watching the game can see that they really did put a lot of effort in, and that really paid off for them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Lady Bears dominated possession, I would say. The Lady Bears worked really hard to win possession back when they lost it, so I think Coach McQuillan will be very, very happy with that. The Kenton were very resilient. They held out. They were very, very tough to beat. It took a lot of effort, a lot of patience from the Lady Bears to continue playing the way that they were supposed to play, that Coach McQuillan had set them out to do. And overall, a good victory for the Lady Bears against a very hard-working Kenton opponent.
Yeah, Kenton worked real hard. They had a lot of underclassmen who were beneficial to them, but unfortunately they could not get the job done. And we're looking ahead to the next game. Next game for the Lady Bears is going to be Saturday at Ottawa-Glandorf. They're a formidable opponent, as Kenton lost 6-0 to them earlier in the season. I don't have many of their score lines pulled up, but it's going to take a lot for this Lady Bears team to go out there and do that. What is the focus for these Lady Bears now going into practice the rest of this week?
Belief. That's got to be the number one thing that she's going to say is belief, right? Coach McQuillan's got to be working on that. You have to believe that you are going to give everything that you can against Ottawa-Glandorf. I think we know on paper OG is going to be they're the 1 seed, right? They make it very difficult, but for the Lady Bears, nothing to lose. Go out, give it your everything. Don't let your season end. You've got one lone senior who obviously doesn't want their season to end. She put up a goal tonight. So Coach McQuillan, she's got a good game plan. Go out there and believe in yourself.
And it's kind of fun playing as the underdog. This isn't a good story to share, but when we had to go play at Shawnee our sophomore year, obviously the result wasn't there, but just that belief going into it, the first 5 minutes, you're like, hey, we might be able to beat this team. Obviously, we go out and lose to the state champs 10-0.
Oh, yeah, they went out and won the state championship.
But,
you can
just
take
that. Just that mentality and that practice is hey, we can go and spoil this really good team season. It kind of makes you want to play a little bit more. And these Lady Bears, they've already played spoiler to Delta. Why not do it against Ottawa-Glandorf as well?
You're spot on. And the other thing as well is you've got that little bit of the element of I'm the underdog. And so is Ottawa-Glandorf going into that game we're going to, we're the 1 seed, we're going to win this. And Coach McQuillan can use that to our advantage as no pressure. Let's go out, let's give it our all, and let's try not to make this the last game of our season.
Yeah, and Ottawa-Glandorf didn't play Bryan in the regular season this year, so they don't know what we're about. We don't really know what they're about, but I'm sure McQuillan's going to find some film. I'm sure Ottawa-Glandorf is probably watching this game right now saying, okay, this is what we need to do now. So this is going to be a good game, and I think they are going to definitely be pressing hard in practice. Like you said, to let Macy Burton keep playing. Let the rest of these guys have a couple more games in their soccer season before they have to go to basketball. So that's definitely something that's going to be in the mind for them. We're going to take a real quick break, and then we'll be right back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, since 1922, we've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Welcome back out to the Golden Bear Sports Network. Don Malanga and Coach Collins here on the call. And just a wonderful game. It was an exciting one to watch. 3-2 win, tied 2-2 at halftime. It's just one of those games where I was excited I was here and got to watch this game. It was really cool seeing the girls battle back, going down 2-0.
Yeah.
Scoring 3 goals unanswered. That's something that you don't see. That you might not see that out of some teams. They're going to go down 2-0, their heads go down, and they end up losing that game 6-0, 7-0. But the Lady Bears' resiliency is the big highlight of this game. It's one of the main reasons they won this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we talked about it right when those 2 goals went in, and they were so quick. They were like 25 seconds apart, both goals. Very good mental toughness from the Lady Bears. They stuck to the game plan. They continued playing, getting those 2 goals, especially the one with 20 seconds left before the first half ended. It changes the whole mentality. So credit to the Lady Bears, credit to Coach McQuillan and giving them a good game plan. They're obviously trying to play and move the ball well, creating good attacking opportunities. And, you know, we also talked about the goalkeeper getting her 500th save of her career. She kept them in that.
Yeah, she really did. And, you know, without her and her saves, you know, that might be a 7 or 8-0 game because of how many shots on goal Bryan had. But her ability, some of those saves were real impressive too, coming out on good one-on-ones, coming out big. And just like her, Miley Vollmer also did a great job. She only had 2 saves, but her 2 saves were very impressive.
Big saves.
Especially that one.
The one-on-one
was huge, and that would have been a huge momentum shift to be going down 3-2 at the start or towards the end towards the start of the new half. But she comes out big, makes a big save. So great job there by Miley Vollmer.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking a completely different game if that goes in. And as you know, we already talked about those 2 goals. You know, Miley will want back. She'll look at the film and think, you know, she maybe could have done a little bit better there. But to come out and make a big save when it mattered, credit to her, credit to the resiliency of these Lady Bears and the mentality that they have.
Yeah, and one of those things, like me being a goalkeeper myself, obviously you wish you could have done better there, but now you just use that as motivation. Say, you know what, OG's not going to be able to score a goal like that on me. OG's not going to be able to have an easy goal like that. Like, they're going to have to go through me at my best, and that might be something that she's going to be able to keep her head up.
Yep, absolutely.
Well,
absolutely
it's been real great calling this game with NWAL Coach of the Year, Coach Collins, as I had to throw.
Tom, you're already starting tomorrow.
I had to cement it. I had to make sure. I made the cut. But yeah, congratulations to you on that. It's a really
Thanks,
cool
mate.
accomplishment. You've done a lot for our team. Helped us get to the point we are today. For our game tomorrow as well. So, congratulations to you on that.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, it was fun. Good stuff, Tom. Good stuff.
Today's game is brought to you by Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, and Veteran Services of Williams County. The next Golden Bear Sports Network game, we kind of got 2 for you as we get a little bit of bonus coverage. Tomorrow, October 17th at 6 o'clock, the volleyball team opens their tournament against Lake. And Miss Molina will be on the call for that. And then also, I got to shout us out. Tomorrow, October 17th, we host OG in our sectional final game. That'll be at 7 o'clock out here on the turf. If you can come out and make it, we appreciate it. Or if you can't come out and make it, you can come watch the game. That'll be Chris Malanga. I don't know why they keep letting him do it. And
Don't let anybody do this.
I know, that's why I'm doing it. And Coach McQuillan will be on the call for that one. So if you can make it out, we definitely appreciate you to come out, support the boys. And if you can't make it out, I guess you can listen to Chris commentate the game.
And Coach McQuillan.
Yeah, McQuillan. I'm excited for McQuillan.
Yeah.
I'll have to listen to back just for her. I'd like to thank our crew, Director Krister Bruner, cameras Camden Resner and Remy Rosebrock, BHS Athletics, Mr. Keel and Miss Kuzma, Golden Bear Photo, Mr. Neff and Miss Ponzak, Golden Bear Sports Network Executive Producer, Chris Malanga. This broadcast is produced to you by the Golden Bear Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game, without the express written consent of the Bryan City School District is prohibited. One final time for all of us at Golden Bear Sports Network. With Coach Collins, I'm Don Malanga. Again, your final score is Bryan 3, Kenton 2. Have a great night, everybody.
Just like witches at black masses.